Welcome aboard the Polder Express. It's me, Paulina. I'm back in the kitchen. It feels like I haven't live streamed in like a month, but it's literally only been a day. Anyway, I'm back. I wanted to do reading K-pop fanfiction last night, but it was just too much. I couldn't do it. My friends were over. I just can't do it when I have too many people in the house. I can't do it. But the good news is, because I didn't stream last night, I had time to completely finish editing Easy Bake Oven video. So good news, I edited it a lot quicker than I thought I would, but I originally wanted Easy Bake Oven video to, it was only gonna be 4 parts. So like part 1 was gonna be making the pretzels, part 2 was gonna be making the pizza, part 3 was gonna be making the red velvet cake, and then part 4 was going to be actually tasting the food, but there's just too much good footage and I don't want to shorten it to kind of reduce, just for like time's sake. I don't want to reduce the quality, let's put it that way. So instead of 4-part Easy Bake Oven video, y'all get ready, because now it's gonna be 7 parts. Wait, now instead of 4-part Easy Bake Oven video, get ready for 7 parts. Full week long of Easy Bake Oven video content. So I'm gonna drop that next week. As much as I want to drop it in the next few days, I can't, because I have some like skincare brand stuff I have to post first. So I'm gonna post that stuff first, and then most likely, like 90% sure, Easy Bake Oven will begin Wednesday of next week, I think. Wednesday, I think that's what I put in my schedule. I think it's gonna be Wednesday. Okay, let me say hi to everyone first. Aisha, hi. Okay, let's see who's here. Graham's probably here. Yes, okay. Adelie, hey. How are you doing? Asmita, hi. Okay, got some loyal watchers as the first ones. So before I read the K-pop fanfiction, I am kind of hungry, so I wanted to make a smoothie. And I'll tell you guys some updates from yesterday, because I did not come back online on stream after my Malona video. So I wanted to let you guys know how that went. But let me make my smoothie, and then it's time to read FELIX of Stray Kids fanfiction. I'm actually not a Stray Kids fan. Their music is just like not really for me. Actually, let me turn this on right now. Matches my outfit. Okay, so yes, I'm not, to be honest, I'm not a Stray Kids fan. Just like their music isn't really for me, but when I did the Jungkook fanfiction reading like 2 weeks ago, someone asked me to do FELIX fanfiction next. So I forgot who it was who asked me. So I am dedicating this video to them, because I know a lot of people love FELIX. He's pretty big. So I was like, you know what? I'm sure there's gonna be a good one out there on Wattpad that I can read to you guys and we can have a fun time. So I found one. I'll tell you more about it later, but this one's got all the juicy, mature content that I love. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if this one's gonna be as quote unquote bad as the other one, as the Jungkook one, but we'll read one chapter of this one. If it's like not too entertaining or we don't really like it, you guys please tell me, and then maybe I'll switch to a different one. But I think it'll be fun. I was kind of just like browsing a little bit of chapter 1 to see if it was gonna be good, and it was giving probably gonna be good, you know, just like I think it's another one of those like boss, like she's the secretary or she works at the same place as him, something like that. So I think it'll be fun. Okay, I'm gonna get my smoothie ingredients, and then I'll give you guys some updates. Hi, cute Teddy. Did you do a live today in the morning? Because I wasn't here because I was asleep till 1. Aisha, no, I did not do live today. I was like, just one of those days where you're running around and you just have so much bullshit to do. So I was just doing a bunch of like errands, and I was driving in the car a lot. So no, I did not do live today, but I'm doing it now. So I'm making up for that. Okay. Ow. I want strawberry banana, so getting those ingredients, strawberry banana. Oh, and I need I'm gonna put almond butter in there because you gotta put a nut butter in a smoothie and it just makes it 500 times better. That's the hack that I've learned. Oh wait, I need to get soy milk. Oh, Asmita says I'm not into Stray Kids music that much, but they are really hardworking guys. Yes, for sure. Guys, what is this? What is this red line on my forehead? I think I just scratched it a few minutes ago and that just happened. You can obviously see it. If I'm not facing the light, you can see this red line right here. That's not blush. It was not there before. I must have literally just done that. Whatever. It is what it is. Yes, I'm not into Stray Kids music, but they are really hard workers. I didn't know. I was looking up when they formed today. I did not know that they were around since 2017 or 18. I think 2018. That's a long time. That's like 7 years. I did not know that. Thank you, Lavender. Where did you get your Playboy bunny? If you mean the light, my friend got that for my cousin for her birthday a few years ago, but I'm pretty sure this was from Etsy. Okay. The dishwasher is boiling hot, so I just need to make sure not to put my face over it so the steam doesn't blind me. So let me be careful taking out the blender. Ah! Oh my God. What is all that water in there? Something is sizzling. Something is sizzling in the dishwasher. I don't think things are supposed to sizzle in there, but it was sizzling. Maybe because it was super hot. Okay, I need to close this. I actually don't know how to start the dishwasher again. I don't think I have to press start again. I think it just goes. Is it drying again? I don't know. Oh no, wait, something's flashing. Do I press start? No. I don't know. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's why I hate opening up the dishwasher. If I need to get something, like I try to wait for it to be done because I don't know how. You'd think you press start and it continues, but no. Now it's making a noise. Okay, I'm gonna press start and we'll see. Is that right? Okay, I think I got it. I swear I've pressed start before and that was wrong. Anyway, it worked. Okay, so I don't even know if I was talking about something. I was asking you guys if you can see the red line on my head. I don't know what it is. Your makeup is coming off. Asmita, I'm only wearing powder on my face. Let's see if I do it here. I think it's just the powder. I think I scratched my head and I just totally forgot that I did that. There's a stink bug in my room. I need to talk to y'all so I forget about it. Please keep talking. Beaded jewelry, please. Hi, VHS. Adelie says hit the button. Oh, I think you meant the start button. Okay. Key, I'm making a smoothie for people who are just joining. Before I read the fan fiction, I'm making a smoothie. You gotta use bananas. I will not have a smoothie unless there's a banana in it because it's not gonna be thick and it's not gonna taste good. Okay, so one banana, and I have these bananas that are severely ripe, so I need to freeze these before they go bad. So I'm gonna do that real quick before I forget because these are a little past their date of when I should have put them in the freezer. Hold on, I'm peeling these bananas. They're definitely ripe. And I don't love a super ripe banana, but it's okay. It'll taste fine when it's in the smoothie. Okay, I'm just putting this, just put that in here. Okay. And what's next? Oh, I need to put frozen strawberries. And then I gotta tell you guys some updates. Okay. I already mentioned Easy Bake Oven video has been edited. That's coming out next week. Yeah, it definitely was the makeup that I scratched off. No, I just look like I have scratches all over my head. So Easy Bake Oven video comes out next week, but also like right before the live stream started, I edited another video called 3 K-dramas I sobbed 3 K-dramas I cried watching in order of how violently I cried. So I just edited that. That's just like a fun little silly video. I don't know when I'm releasing that, but I edited it, so only took me a few minutes because that one was not difficult to edit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember if I usually put 6 or 8 strawberries, so I'm gonna start with 6 because for me it's like a science. I have to put the right amount of everything because then I know it will taste the way that I finally like it. Okay. You are gorgeous and beautiful, thank you. Favorite food? Okay, Adelie does like a smoothie. Okay, let's see the poll. Ooh, it's almost half and half if you're a Stray Kids fan. Okay, interesting. I really thought it was going to be more yeses, to be honest. Okay. Okay, guys, what's next? So now, I don't want the almond butter to stick in the smoothie blender, so just put a little soy milk. I don't want to put a lot because then sometimes the smoothie gets too liquidy. And there's nothing I hate more than a liquidy smoothie. And now I'm putting honey in there because I need it to be sweet. Okay, now I'm out. But it's okay, I have more. I'm always ahead of schedule for food. If I know I'm about to run out of something, I already have it most of the time. And then lastly, so my smoothies are usually all just like 5 ingredients. Adding whatever nut butter. Today I'm in the mood for almond, so honestly, I don't like this one, the Justin's almond. I don't like it. But I'm using it because I bought it and I didn't want to return it. Oh, that looks, that was way too much. That was an accident. Okay, so I don't need more. I'm almost done with this almond butter, which is good. It just means I can get a non-Justin's brand because I don't know. This one's like, something about it doesn't taste that good. I don't really like it. Okay. So I'm gonna put you guys on mute while I blend this and then I'll take you off of mute. So I don't ruin your ears. You're welcome. Making sure I muted you guys because for a second I thought I forgot to do that. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, this looks good. The smoke is coming out of it. Let me see if the banana's like mixed in well enough. Honestly, I didn't do a great job. Oh, that's pretty good. I did put too much almond butter, but it's better to put too much than too little. So that's done. Okay, so now I can talk to y'all about some other updates once I put this away. So, number 1 update, if you did not read my community post earlier today, so today I hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you guys very much. Very happy about that. Truly didn't think I would get to that number. So very happy that that happened. So just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has watched, whether you're a new subscriber or not. Even if you're not a subscriber, but you still like to watch, that is totally fine with me. You do whatever you want. I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I'm not gonna force you to say anything. So I'm not gonna force you to like specific content or anything like that. But if you are subscribed, thank you. Okay, this made like no smoothie. Usually it makes it up to the top. This is like nothing. Whatever. Sometimes there's like some goo at the bottom and I let it melt a little bit and then I dump it in there, so we'll do that. Okay. So before we read the fan fiction, the other update, because some people were asking me how the other Malona video shoot that I did yesterday was, because I didn't come on live after to tell you guys, but it went very well. So I filmed with like 4 other brand ambassadors of Malona, and we did a bunch of different games. We had like a friendly debate. So the games we did were, I feel like I'm forgetting one of the games, but the one that I remember, I'm trying to think. The one that I remember was we did like a weird combination food test with like Malona. So we would pick a Malona flavor and then we would put tahini, you know, like is it chili powder, chili flake kind of citrusy, what they put on the fruit cart stands like in Los Angeles on the corner, tahini. So we tried tahini on the Malona, didn't like that one because I just don't like tahini. I don't really like spicy, especially on dessert. It was okay though, it wasn't horrible. So we did the tahini and then we did with the fruit roll up and we rolled the Malona ice cream bar in the fruit roll up, and it was really cool because a magic trick happened. So when you wrap it in the fruit roll up, you know the fruit roll up is like sticky and it's like malleable, so you can move it around. But when you wrap it in ice cream that's freezing cold, it hardens. So when we were eating the Malona with the fruit roll up, it was crunchy. So the fruit roll up was crunchy. So that was fun. We didn't know that was gonna happen. And then the last taste test, we dipped Malona in gochujang. I'll show you guys what it is because I have it. Oh, the smoothie's good. It is. Okay, so we imagine dipping ice cream in this Korean red pepper paste. So we dipped the ice cream in that. I tried the melon flavor and I dipped it in this. I was like the first one to try it and it wasn't horrible. Would I eat it again with gochujang? Absolutely not. But like I said, it wasn't horrible. Yeah, but my throat definitely was burning. Throat definitely was burning from the spice. But like I said, it's not horrible. It could have been worse. So then after that, we had like a friendly debate between each other. So we were like, oh, do you lick the ice cream or do you bite the ice cream? And so I was like fighting for the lick side. And then the other debate was, is Malona ice cream or a popsicle? And we all agreed it was ice cream, but for the sake of the video, 2 of us were on team popsicle, and I volunteered as tribute to say that it's popsicle, even though I totally don't agree that it's a popsicle. And it's definitely an ice cream. So that was another debate. And then we just filmed like some cute photos and videos, like short form content stuff. And that was it. So that was fun. I think my first Malona video is supposed to come out soon, hopefully in the next week or so, because they dropped 2 of the other girls' videos that already filmed it. And I think I don't know how many brand ambassadors they have, but I'm pretty sure I'm next or soon to be next in the queue. Okay, let me check my computer. I think those are all the updates. Yeah, wait, I have one more, but I'm gonna ask you guys that question later. Okay, I know I was yapping for a while. Let me go through some comments because there's a lot that I missed while I drank the smoothie. Aisha says, I just made popcorn for this live. Yes, it's gonna be good. We're gonna read the story soon. By the way, how is the rosewood oil? I got it in the mail, but to be honest, I haven't opened it yet. Hi, Emma. Adelie says, do you dye your hair or do you get it done? Adelie, for like 8 years, 9 years, I've been bleaching my own hair, and I always had a friend that dyed it. But now, as of like 2 or 3 months ago, I switched it up and I dyed my own hair as well. So I bleached it and I dyed it. I think I did that twice. But I'm so over bleaching my hair. So next week I'm gonna reach out, no, tomorrow I'm gonna reach out to this girl who said she's gonna bleach my hair. She wasn't gonna charge me too much, so I think she'll do a good job because all I needed is someone to bleach my roots. I need someone to bleach my roots and then I leave the salon. I don't need them to dry my hair, style it, nothing like that. I just need someone to bleach it light enough so that I can come home and dye my hair myself because now I know how to dye my hair. It's so easy. So I'm going to try out someone probably in a week or so to bleach my hair, but I'm sticking to dyeing my own hair because it's easy and it's a lot bleaching your own hair. I froze for a second. I was saying dyeing your hair is a lot easier than bleaching it. So I'm just gonna start dyeing it moving forward and hopefully she's good and she can just bleach it moving forward. Noelle says, I love Stray Kids. Debbie, hi. Adley says, what makeup brand do you use? Adley, I use, like every product I have is a different makeup brand. I have a lot. I haven't made a makeup tutorial yet, but everyone's been asking, so maybe next week I'll film that. Hi, Star Wars lover. I love your bracelets, thank you. Johnny Blaze, what's up? You left the freezer door open. Okay, it's closed. Honestly, you're live. I can't sleep. Oh no. Adley says cat or dog. None because I don't like animals, but if I had to choose one, cat. Cameron, hi, just popping in to whatever stream shows up in my shorts for you page. I love that, Cameron. You're trying new things. I hope I'll be entertaining for you. I'm about to read some K-pop fan fiction on Wattpad. If that's something that interests you, then stick around. But yeah. Okay, let me go back to the blender and see if I can put the goo that's on the bottom on top before I rinse out the blender. Okay, there was like not much left, but it's good enough. Okay, before I go sit on the floor, tomorrow I'm gonna do 2 live streams. Number 1, I'll do a get ready with me because I'm trying to clean this blender out. Get ready with me to go to the mall because I have to buy my friend a birthday gift. Her birthday's on Thursday. I don't know if when I'm seeing her, I don't know if it is Thursday or what, but I still just want to get her birthday gifts now. So I'm gonna go to the mall tomorrow. I think I have one thing I want to get her at Pop Mart, which is a Skull Panda, but I need like one other thing. So I'm gonna live at the mall and then you guys can maybe help me pick out something else for her. I feel like that'll be fun. Okay, why is this not coming off the blender? Nothing more annoying than having to wash a blender. This one is like, all the goo is stuck on it. I'm trying to just rinse it off, but even that was a struggle. Okay, I just got like water all over my sweater. So yeah, that's gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna have fun at the mall. I'm waiting to see if my friend Phil wants to come with me to the mall. He was like, oh, I'll answer your text later. And then I saw him in person. He did not answer me. And then he texted me back later and he was like, oh, I never responded to this message. And then he never responded. So who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Hopefully you still remember me. Oh yeah, I remember you. Jasmine is your real name. Renee is mine. Do you like kimchi? I've never had it, but I want to try it so badly. Star Wars lover, I'm telling you, I absolutely know I will not like it. Because I'm a picky eater, and that's just anything fermented or like with vinegar, I cannot do. Pickles, scared of a pickle. I can't even eat ketchup. I tried ketchup once when I was like 12 and I almost threw up. I can't do like extreme flavors like that. Jersey says I like Manic. Oh wait, there's like one Stray Kids song I think I like, but it's not on my K-pop playlist. Is it the like 143, Love 143, something like that? I think that one I remember kind of liking. Hi, Sean. Adley says favorite place in Japan. My favorite place in Japan is a place in Kyoto by the mountains called Arashiyama. They have like the famous bamboo forest there. They have the Rilakuma shop and cafe. They have Miffy Sakura kitchen. And they just have such good food there. It's just it's a very touristy area because it's a popular area, but I felt so peaceful walking around. I went there twice, once with my dad the first day we got there, and then on my last day I went there as well because I wanted to go back and like keep exploring that area. So like the Rilakuma store and the bamboo forest are like to the right, but if instead you walk to the left, we didn't walk to the left at all, so I had no idea what was over there, and I'm so glad I did. Sir, I'm on live stream. Don't be doing that with your motorcycle. Okay, so if you walk to the left, which is the path that I took, I went both ways, but I went to the left, and like the water was there, there was a river, like there was more mountains over there, there's a beautiful bridge. So like I walked around the whole park, and like I had so many epiphanies that day. I sat on the rocks on the river by myself and was like thinking about life, you know, it was like one of those experiences. So that was my last day in Japan, so I was very emo that was my last day, but that's my favorite place. It was just so peaceful, relaxing, and enjoyable to be there and walk around. That long ass straw. Guys, I love a long straw. If I'm getting a drink at Starbucks, and if it's the tall or the grande, I don't care. I'm getting the longer straw because then I don't have to go close to it to drink the drink. See, it's all the way up here. Less effort to drink my drink. Does your hair match your straw? No, the straw is pink. It kind of matches my sweater, but not really. I don't even know. This is like technically pink, but it's giving purple. I'm also thinking about reading fan fiction live on my channel. Give me some tips. Okay, ask me to. I've only done it once. We're gonna try it again today, so we'll see. I think you have to just go on Google and type like whatever the name of the person you want to read the fan fiction of. So this is how I find the ones I want to read. I type like Jungkook Wattpad fan fiction, and then it'll take you the first search result that comes up. It'll be like Wattpad. It should. So I just click on that, and then usually on Wattpad you can filter by like hot, like, you know, top read story or new. The key is to look through the new ones because those are the ones that are bad. So if you search by like the hot ones, a lot of those have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of reads. But that's not gonna be entertaining to read because we know that's gonna be good. Because you guys remember, if you were here for the first one I read, the Jungkook fanfiction one, that one was like the perfect amount of bad, but it was so bad that it was good. It was giving like D movie. It was so good. So I don't know if this one's gonna be as bad as that one, but I kind of already forgot what this one's about, but I was looking earlier, and I think this one caught my eye the most out of them, and also it was long enough because some of the fan fictions are like 10-minute read, 15-minute read. I want one that's like at least like an hour, something like that. But this one is 3.5 hours. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be reading all of it for 3.5 hours. I might have to do part 2 if we end up really liking it, but we'll start it. So like I said, we'll read the first chapter together and then we'll see if we like it or not. Or not. Okay, what else are you guys saying? Okay. What else is going on? Hold on. I messed up my phone. How'd you mess up your phone? Hi, Lily. Like eyebrows. Are you saying you like them? Question mark? I opened my cup and it exploded. It just be one of those days. Hello from Phil, Carrie Ann, and Abby. Okay, Phil. Phil, I made you mod if you want to be a mod. Phil, are we going to the mall tomorrow? Because you never texted me back. Let me know. Like eyebrow, like hair. Are you saying you like them? I'm confused. I love your hair. Thank you, guys. Looks like cotton candy. Want to eat it, but I won't be weird, ... today. Okay. It just makes, wait. Oh, it just makes them stay up like that. It's a feathered look. It doesn't look good on everyone. Looks nice on her. Thank you. Okay. I'm almost done with the smoothie. I'm procrastinating a bit. Y'all, I see you guys in the comments talking about SEX toys. Talk about something else. Although, the FELIX fanfic, it's a smut one. So I'm warning you guys, it said it was labeled as mature and smut. So if you like that kind of stuff, stay around. You know I love reading that shit. So, we're gonna read that. Do you like Stacy? I don't think I've heard a song by them. Okay. Are you a Stray Kids fan? Still almost half and half. I think your freezer's still open. Don't tell me that. The pantry is open. But it's not the freezer. Oh no. Asmita's asking what smut means. What's the actual definition? I'm gonna look it up. I'm trying to educate you guys. Okay. Let's see. I need to delete my Google search history after this. What does smut mean in books? Okay, smut is commonly used to refer to explicitly sexual or suggestive content. So that's what that means. So it implies some stuff. Do you like Blackpink? I think Blackpink are gorgeous, but I don't like their music. I like Type of Girl, and that's the only song I like, unfortunately. How are you gonna look twice? Twice at what? My pantry? Oh, you mean my freezer to see if it was closed. Just in case. Well, no, I was trying to see what you saw. And I saw in the camera that the pantry was open, so I wasn't sure if you actually were trying to tell me the freezer was still open, and that's why I was telling you it was the pantry. So, like, what are we doing here? Okay, Julietta. I'm about to finish my smoothie. I know I've been saying that for the past 20 minutes, but it's actually kind of hard to drink. And then we're gonna read FELIX Stray Kids fanfiction on Wattpad. Do you like G-Idol? Not really. Not really, but I don't think I've really heard too many of their songs. Maybe like once or twice I might have heard it. I don't know. I know Captain Seaman. I know you did that. Are my tomatoes moldy yet? No. These are so good. Okay, guys, I finished. Okay, wait, actually one more update. And then I'll head over to the couch for fanfiction reading time. I had another YouTube boot camp meeting today. And it was with YouTube product experts. So those are the people who design the live stream, make updates to it and stuff. So I suggested some things to them today. that you guys have told me to suggest to them, which is like possibly having front and back camera at the same time so that you can watch me and watch what I'm reacting to. So maybe that would work for like when I'm trying to show you guys a movie or something. And then what else did I tell them? Let me look at my notes because I already deleted them. Oh, I also told them maybe some kind of a be right back screen, because one of you mentioned on a stream a few days ago, like where, because you know, I usually just show like the Word document that says like BRB using the bathroom. And I just type that up every time. So I think for horizontal live stream, they do have, or maybe on Twitch, I don't know. They do have like a be right back screen and with some music so you know that the person's like stepped away for a second. So I told the YouTube team if we can do some kind of like be right back screen for vertical live, that would be good. And this one I know is a good idea as well. Having a separate tab for live streams, like on the YouTube app, because a lot of people don't know that live streams even exist, because you have to access, the only way to access a live stream, if you're like not subscribed to someone, is from the Shorts tab. And the way you do it, like you have to tap the screen and then live stream shows up. So it's like a very poorly designed way of accessing a live stream in my opinion. So I told them that we'll see if they change anything, but some other people in the meeting gave some good notes and advice as well. So we will see. Hopefully there will be some good changes soon. Okay. Let's see. Do you like ATs? I'm sorry, guys. Everyone that you're mentioning so far, I don't like. Trust me, I like a lot of K-pop groups. They just don't happen to be the ones that you guys have been mentioning. I don't like ATs, but I was listening to Work in the car today because I wanted my friend to hear it, and she liked it a lot. That song is good. That was a wild music video. I'm like, why are they like riding an ostrich and then something weird happened with the rooster? And then one of the blonde members, I don't know his name, was dressing like Willy Wonka. So there was a lot going on there. Okay, I am moving to the living room. I have my laptop. It's time for FELIX Fanfiction on Wattpad. So this one is 34 parts. 34 parts. Read time is 3 hours, 25 minutes, but that's an estimate. Obviously that's not gonna be accurate because it's 3 hours, 25 minutes if you're just reading it in your head, but obviously I'm gonna be reading it out loud, so it's gonna take longer. Pretty sure I won't be on here for 3.5 hours reading this. So I might have to do a part 2 where I finish this, and then, yeah. So yeah, I don't like ATs. I don't think I've heard a SHINee song either. What are all of your favorite K-pop groups? Oh, sorry. A lot of questions. I mean, a lot of comments. I'm gonna try and get to the comments and then start the fanfiction. Favorite K-pop groups. Let me go on my K-pop playlist and I'll kind of rapid fire them. Top 2 fave, boy group, P1 Harmony, Forever. Girl group, New Jeans. But I really am liking Kiss of Life. They're really good. Wait, where's my K-pop playlist? Oh, here it is. Junny, Junny. He's not like K-pop, he's more K-R&B, but his new album called Dopamine, his new EP, is so good. He's such a great singer. I saw him live. I took his photo last year because I went to K-Play Fest and I wanted a press pass so I can go for free and shoot him. That was all I was interested in. So I was in the photo pit for an hour taking his photo and he was really good. So, love Junny. Let's see, date added. Let's see, what are some like new ones that I've added? New Jeans. Kind of just some one-offs. Yeah, oh, Zero Base One I love. TXT I like. I love Eyelet's 4 songs, but I don't know if I really like them per se, but I like their songs. They're basically New Jeans. La Seraphim. I feel like those are kind of the most, and BTS of course. Those are kind of the mains. Oh, DPR Live, DPR Ian, but they're more like K-R&B, K-rap. Saw them live twice. They were both amazing. yeah, those are like the mains. And then I just have kind of one-off songs from everyone else. That's about it. Okay, sort by that. Okay. Don't know K-pop? Girl, you're missing out. Do you like ENHYPEN or New Jeans? I have like 3 ENHYPEN songs on my playlist. I just added Polaroid Love because my friend showed me that song. I like that one. I like the Bite Me song. That one's good. Your blush is very vibrant. I know, it's actually not as vibrant as it usually is. ITZY, I saw ITZY live for their Born to Be tour. Saw it with Phil. I don't know if Phil's still watching. We saw ITZY like a month and a half ago at the Kia Forum. I didn't know one song, but it was fun. I like K-pop. I also like K-pop. So many people ask me if I like ATEEZ. I already answered that question. Do you like ENHYPEN? Kind of answered that already. I only have like 3 songs. Do you like the song called Wannabe? Is that by a K-pop group? Or you mean like the Spice Girls? The one dressed like Willy Wonka is, oh yeah, Mingi, that's right. Adelie, hi. Okay, I'm almost done, almost caught up with the comments. Do you like XG? Lily says. Yes, I do like XG. I didn't like them at first, like their music last year, but then I was working at the Head in the Clouds Festival in LA as a photographer, and they came on the stage, and I like didn't really like them beforehand, but after they performed, I was a new fan. They were so good, and I love their like comeback with Woke Up and the new song that just came out. What was it called? Like Something's Not Right or something like that. It's so good. I love their concept, like everything. They're really good. I think they're very like they're very much their own and refreshing new take on kind of K-pop, I will say. Even though they are technically a K-pop group, they are all Japanese and they only sing in English. So that's interesting, but I love them. They're great. Great performers. Who's your bias in BTS? Okay. Carly? It's always been Jungkook since I've been a fan for like 2.5 years. I mean, sorry. No, that was wrong. It's always been Taehyung for 2.5 years. But like, ever since like Jungkook's solo stuff came out, I think it might be him. So I think, because he used to be Bias Wrecker, but I think now Bias is Jungkook and Bias Wrecker is Taehyung. Taehyung be out here posting shirtless photos 3 times a day on Instagram. Okay, sir. Do what you want. Okay. My friend is going to Japan for the first time. I hope they have a great time. I like EXO by ENHYPEN. Nice. Okay, guys. The best thirst trap K-pop song. Well, it's technically C-pop. Best thirst trap song. If it's on in the car, I will never skip it because it's so good. Love Talk English version by Wavy. My friend showed me that song a few months ago, and now every time we're in the car together, we have to play that song minimum once. But sometimes we have to put it on twice. It's so catchy. I love a thirst trap song, so love that. I'm gonna see XG in October. I'm so excited. Yes, I think they're coming to LA. I think they're coming in October as well. Maybe I'll try and see them. What's the weirdest things you saw from them? What's the weirdest things I saw from who? Liz Cat says, do you like P1 Harmony? Yes, P1 Harmony is my favorite boy group. Next to BTS. Yeah, okay guys. I'm caught up on the comments. Let's end this poll. Okay, the winner is yes, you are a Stray Kids fan, so most of you are. Okay, I bought this today, and this is a wireless microphone. I want to test it out. I don't know how to use it yet. I was like reading about it. Why does this one say there's no battery? It doesn't mean it's charging. I don't know. I bought this today because I want to, apparently it's better for like audio quality when you are out of the house. So I want to try it. So I'm going to plug this in my phone and let me know if it sounds better, or just let me know if it sounds different. And if it sounds different, let me know if it sounds better. Okay, plugging this in. Okay. Can you guys hear me? I think this is on. Okay, where should I clip it? Not really a good spot to clip it on the hoodie. Okay, can you guys hear it? Does it sound okay? It sounds good. Does it sound better than before, or does it sound pretty much the same? Please let me know. You guys are saying it sounds good. It sounds a little clearer. It sounds better. It's louder. Okay, so maybe if I remember, if I'm just in the house, I'll try and use the mic. Sounds clear. Okay, so weird because to me it just sounds the same. Okay, great. Okay, great. Good news. Good news, everyone. Thank you. So I'll for sure, actually, I don't know because if I was going to go to the mall tomorrow to shop around and do the live stream, I was going to wear my headphones. But I don't know if I wear my headphones and put the mic on, if I can do that. So maybe we'll try it tomorrow because I usually like to wear my headphones in public if I'm live streaming. I did that at the museum. I did that at Target because then more people just kind of assume you're on FaceTime. And I'm trying to be mysterious. You know what I mean? Okay, great. Good to know it sounds better and clear. Sounds like a podcast. Ooh, okay, great. Background noise can no longer be heard. Good. Good to know, Asmita, because the street is loud and I can always hear it on the street. Sounds good. Okay. So, oh wait, one more quick thing before I forget. August, for me, is a month of theme parking down, you guys. I'm going to Disney twice, and I'm going to Universal once, all within this week and a half period. So I'm doing Universal in like 2 weeks, 3 days after that, Disney, and then like 5 days after that, or a week after that, something like that, back to Disney. So look forward, because I very much have been wanting to try live streaming at a theme park, because I'm a theme park enthusiast. I love a theme park. So fun. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. But looking forward to live streaming at Universal and Disney, and you guys can maybe control my day, especially if I'm going by myself, because I might go earlier than because I'm going with my friends, but I might go earlier than them, and you guys can like have fun with me and tell me what to do, and then maybe I'll just like hang out with them later in the day. So let me know what you might be interested in there. Do you like Red Light by Stray Kids? No, I don't know that song. Have you ever gone to Great America? Is that a theme park? I think Great America Theme Park. I have not. That's in Santa Clara, California. I think that's by that's by San Francisco. No, I have not been. Whoa, look at, there's like a fountain in the carousel. Oh, this looks fun. My cousin kind of came up with this the other day because she just found out there is a SeaWorld in San Diego because she was in San Diego last week. So there's a SeaWorld in San Diego. I've been to the one in Florida once. I love SeaWorld. It's so fun. The rides are great. So I feel there's a lot of theme parks in California that are semi-close to us. So I think it might be fun to do like a theme park tour and kind of like drive to a bunch of different theme parks and just have fun with it. I feel like that'd be fun to do like live streaming and videos and stuff. Do you like TXT? Max, I love TXT. Yeonjun is my fave. Hair color looks good on you. Thank you. What's your second favorite genre of music? If I had to pick like one, I guess K-pop, number one. If I'm allowed to do more of a subcategory, number two would be like K-R&B. But if I'm not allowed to have that as a second option, I would just say regular pop music. Are you super rich? Absolutely not. Okay, guys, here we go. An hour into the stream, and I haven't read the fan fiction. But let's begin. We're going to read... Let me show you guys. Let me turn the screen around. Okay. We're going to read Impact, Lee FELIX fan fiction. Okay, 3.5 hour time, 34 parts, only like 21,000 reads. So not a lot, but not too little. Okay, here's the okay, I read this like little description, because sometimes they put a description, sometimes they just put like a sentence from the book to kind of describe the book. So some of these people don't even put a full summary. Like I said, they just put like a sentence. And I read this one and I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be good. This is also a finished fan fiction as well. Okay, so this one is the line, like the summary. It says, hold on, which plushie do I want today? I think I want herpes mushroom. Okay, so like the tagline is, oh, I forgot to have the mic on. The tagline is, she never thought she'd be so willing to give away the control she worked so hard to maintain every single day. It all starts to slip the day she walks into him. And that's it. That's it for the summary. So apparently this is book 1 of a series, but the series, like book number 1 is Felix. Book number 2 is Sungjin. I'm guessing he's another member. And book number 3 is Minsung. But we're only going to read the Felix one. And this is from 2020, so it's like a little bit on like the older side. And that's the summary for Impact, Felix fanfiction. So let's start with chapter 1. Actually, wait, let me put on my fave. I love a background music, so let me put on my favorite blue-haired girl lo-fi beats music. Hopefully I can find it on YouTube, because the other day I could not find it. I'm in San Diego. San Diego is very beautiful. I've only been there once for a day, but it was very nice. Okay, where is... I'm not seeing blue-haired girl, lo-fi beats, copyright-free music. I don't like that. Oh, I'm also going to turn on my banana milk lamp because that makes everything more aesthetic. Okay, I can't find it. I don't know where she went. But let's put on Hobbit Village ambiance. Let's see what that's like. Okay. Okay, not bad. Okay, here's my banana milk lamp. I'm gonna turn it on, because this is a good ambiance. It's squishy too. Squishy. Okay. Okay, Hobbit Village music is on. It's time. It's time. It's time to read Impact. And if there's any photos, because sometimes the author puts photos in the fan fiction, then I will turn my screen around and show you guys the photo. Okay? Let's see. Oh, what time is it for you? What is it? It's 9:25 p.m. Can you react to red lights? Liz Cat says. Okay, maybe oh, that might be a good stream idea. Reacting to K-pop videos I haven't seen yet. Hi, Trey. The one with Min is Han and Lino. Aisha, don't know what you're trying to say there. Phil is asking me if I like Charlie Puth. Yes, I do like Charlie Puth. Do you like Melanie Martinez? No. You so pretty. Thank you, Liz Cat. Okay, guys. I've been, what's the word? I've been yapping. Okay, it's time to read Impact. Wait, let me show you the photo. Here's like the first photo. She must have like graphic designed this on Canva or something. Okay. Impact, chapter 1. Like I said, we're gonna read the first chapter, maybe like the first 2 chapters. And if I don't like it, I'm gonna try and find another one. But I have a good feeling like I manifested a good one. Yap Lena, that's me. Christmas lover, hi. I hate to break it to you, but it's July 30th. We're still 5 months away from Christmas. I also hate that that's a fact, but just letting you know in case you weren't aware. Okay, here we go. She never thought she'd be so willing to give away the control she worked so hard to maintain every single day. Okay, so apparently that was the first line from the book. There are just ... those days ... when all you want is for someone else to make the decisions, sign the forms, yell at the contractors, and above all else, be responsible for all of the outcomes. It's not like she was planning world domination anytime soon, but the company had grown to a decent size with a pretty respectable net worth. Okay, rich. And it was hers. Every godforsaken bit of it. She doesn't hate the company. She loves developing and finding creative ways to solve problems. What she doesn't love are all the headaches that come with it and the lack of time for herself. Ooh, okay, so I guess she's the CEO of a big company? So I'm not sure what Felix's role is going to be in this, because I thought he was the CEO of the company when I was browsing through it, but maybe not. Okay, girl boss. Okay. Morning, boss lady. Amy greeted her with a far too chipper smile for 7:30 on a Monday morning. Wait a second. Okay, so I was wondering if the main character had a name, because sometimes they don't have a name and her name, they just put like YN, which means your name, like you can put your own name in there, so that's what I did for the Jungkook fanfiction. I put my own name, so I felt like I was really immersed in it. Okay. Good morning, Amy. Any news? Issa asked, probably a bit too boss lady-like, as Amy's smile faded slightly. Not yet. Can I get you a coffee and maybe a scone from next door? She asked, with a grin. Can I get you a coffee and a scone from next door? Amy knew her best friend and boss too. Oh, okay, they're friends. Amy knew her best friend and boss too well, and that was definitely the way to break the curse of Monday morning. Monday blues. Yes, Issa replied, finally smiling a bit. Yes. Amy nodded and slipped out the front door. Issa spun around to head to her office, bulldozing into a head full of cotton candy pink hair. Oh my god, that's almost me. Oh shit, I'm so sorry, she blurted out as she realized that this was one of her employees. Oh, it's him! It's him! Okay, so he's an employee, He looked up from his phone and smirked, raising an eyebrow as he met her eyes. Okay, I'm gonna recreate that. He looked up from his phone and smirked. I don't know if that was a smirk. Raising an eyebrow as he met her eyes. I can't rate. I don't know how to raise one eyebrow. Where is it? Okay. No worries, I should probably watch where I'm going, eh? He suggested with a smile. He had a thick Australian accent and his voice was a lot deeper than she expected and flustered her slightly. Guys, I'm gonna... Bye, Liz Cat. As much as I don't want to do the Australian accent, I'm gonna try it for this line. But I won't be doing it for the other ones unless it's like specifically... unless it will really improve the plot of the story. Okay. This is gonna be so bad. I don't want to embarrass myself. How do I even say it in an Australian accent? No worries. I should probably watch where I'm going, eh? That was bad. That was bad. Please don't leave the stream. Please, please, please. Maybe so. She smiled, pulling herself back together. I admit, you startled me. Have we met? She asked. Thinking that there's no way she'd have forgotten a gorgeous guy with freaking pink hair. Okay, I just realized he's the one with the pink hair. I totally forgot about that. Don't think so. I'm Felix. Just started here a couple weeks ago. Susan hired me on down in programming. He answered with a polite smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. Odd. Well, it's nice to meet you, Felix. I'm... ... I know who you are. He interrupted with a grin. You're the owner of the company. Nice to meet you. I've been gone for a bit, so I better move or they'll figure I've taken off. He smiled and headed towards the stairwell with a wave. You seriously need to get out more, Amy laughed, walking in to find her still looking at the stairs with a grin. Why is everyone smiling in this? You saw that mess? Issa asked with an exaggerated sigh. I saw the new cutie from programming. head down the stairs, and you standing there, grinning like an idiot. Amy laughed, ha 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 ha, as she handed her the coffee. That's part one. Okay, I do like it so far. I think it's gonna get good. Okay, chapter 2. Okay. Chapter 2. Wait, where did Herpes Mushroom go? I forgot about him. Okay, chapter 2. Felix pushed through the door. Avoid touching your necklace. It disturbs the mic. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I'll try. Felix pushed through the door of the stairwell and headed toward his desk. He still couldn't figure out what the issue was with this app, and it was beginning to irritate him. He dropped the phone on the desk and flopped down in his chair, spinning around as he grumbled. Hey, bitch, to the guy across the aisle. Hey, asshole, his friend answered with a smirk. Where are we going for lunch? Jisung asked. It's literally 8 in the morning. Didn't you just eat like an hour ago? Felix responded, shaking his head at his constantly hungry friend. Nah, mate, I skipped brekkie. Jisung quipped in the worst Aussie accent Felix had heard in his life. Probably not worse than mine. No. Just no. Felix cringed. Fine, Jisung groaned, then added. But if you'd had the night I did last night, you'd be ... Hey, I don't want to hear about what goes on at your place at night, Felix argued, covering his ears. Somebody needs a night, like last night. Minho piped up from the other side of the wall by Felix's desk. Seriously, I do all right, thanks. Felix laughed as he tossed a wad of paper over the wall. Minho threw the paper back and replied, Gaming doesn't count as interaction, bro. Leave me alone and let me work, will you? He sassily scolded the two lovebirds. Oh, so they're dating, I guess? Wait, I guess so. If he said lovebirds, I guess so. You spoke to me first, Jisung disputed, then added, seriously, where are we eating? Felix laughed and spun around in his chair. Adelie saying I'm off limits. Thank you, Adelie. I appreciate that. I like that you're fighting for me and you really think that I'm off limits. Okay, VHS, I got the rosewood, but honestly, I haven't tried it yet. I was probably going to try it tonight. So, yeah, go to sleep. I'm glad you joined for a little bit. Okay. A few hours and several swears later, he finally fixed the glitch. Finally! He jumped and yelled, startling everyone nearby. Feeling the eyes on him, he chuckled and flopped back down. Food! I need food! He groaned. Jisung didn't need a second invitation and hopped up from his chair, grabbing his jacket and Minho before heading out the door. So he grabbed his jacket and he grabbed the person. Felix rolled his eyes, grabbing his oversized sweatshirt and heading after them. As they reached the main door, he was looking back at Minho and laughing at something stupid when he collided with Issa, the CEO, knocking the stack of paper in her hand to the floor. It's giving K-drama. I like this one because it's giving K-drama. Oh no, I'm so sorry, he stammered, kneeling down quickly to start gathering the scattered notes. Frustrated, she had quickly dropped as well, muttering, it's fine, I freaking hate Mondays. So close that his hair brushed her cheek when he turned his head toward her. They came eye to eye as they reached the center of the mess he had made. Pretend I'm Issa and you're Felix, so we're eye to eye. His eyes were deep honey brown, and she noticed the freckles smattered across his cheeks. She felt herself blush hotly as she quickly pulled back and stood up. Hi again, she stammered. I thought you were going to watch where you were going, she stated, coolly, trying to sound like the owner of a successful company, instead of a high school nobody with a crush on one of the jocks. Okay. Felix stood, trying to organize the jumble of paper in his hands, then handed them back to her. He slid his hand through his... Oh, I thought it said he slid his hand through her hair, but it says he slid his hand through his hair and sighed. Yeah, I'm really sorry. If I weren't so unco, it wouldn't happen. Unco. So what? She asked, half laughing at the term. Oh, I think he's trying to say uncoordinated. Oh, I'm clumsy, he grinned, his own cheeks flushing somewhat. I'll, let you get back at it then, he suggested as he and the other two guys turned to go. What the hell? Jisung mouthed excitedly. Felix quickly landed the back of his hand on Jisung's stomach, causing the older to cough, then burst into laughter as they walked out the door. As they finished up lunch, Minho shook his head and asked, You mean to tell me that not once today, but twice, you've full body collided with the owner of the company? And how are you not fired? Jisung ruffled Felix's hair and laughed. It's 'cause Izzy thinks he's cute. Felix jerked back, smoothing out the fluff of pink the best he could. Shut it, he grumbled, feeling his ears get a little hot. Man, I'm just clumsy. I'm always running into things. Just today, it's been her that I've been running into. I'm gonna get fired, he sighed, flopping his head down on the table. You hate your job, Jisung mumbled, his mouth full of food. I don't hate the paycheck, though, and I need it, he sighed, genuinely becoming worried. When are you just going to move in with us? Minho asked between bites. When you two stop making it impossible to sleep. Felix chuckled and launched a fry at him. The older just shrugged and ate the fry with a smug grin. I'm fine, just gotta get on my feet. Then maybe I can try again, he said, trailing off at the end. You really should. You're a great dancer, and you've worked really hard for it, Jisung replied, nudging Felix softly. How the hell you dance like that, but you can't walk a straight line, though, is beyond my ability to understand, he laughed, ducking to avoid the fry that flew in his direction. Okay, let's pause. Delilah is back. Also just joined. What are we doing? Okay, Delilah. We are reading FELIX from Stray Kids K-pop fanfiction on Wattpad. I don't know if you've ever read fanfiction. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I was obsessed with the After series, the One Direction Harry Styles series, which is the most read series on Wattpad, I think, still to this day, with like several billion reads, with a B, not an M, several billion reads. Then she turned it into like physical books. It's like 4 movies. I've seen all the movies. I saw the first After movie by myself in the theaters, like in the middle of the day. There was like 2 other people in the theater. I saw the first After movie by myself in the theaters, and I was like, wow, I wish that was me. But it was like so weird because, what's her name? Josephine Langford plays Tessa, the main girl. And it's weird watching her because I look like her if I were blonde and like a little bit, when I was a little bit younger, I look like her. So I look like her if I was like blonde. So I felt like I was watching myself kind of in the movie, which was like fun, but it was also sad because it wasn't me. So, fun fact, you are the only one I can watch without getting embarrassed. Adelie. Wait, do other people do embarrassing things on stream and you like secondhand embarrassment? Because sorry to hear that. I feel like, I don't know, nothing really embarrasses me. I don't care if I look like a clown. Who is Stray Kids? They are a very big, popular K-pop group. Thank you for letting me know. Delilah says, I love watching your lives. Thank you, Delilah. Okay, we're like halfway through chapter 2. Let's continue. As they headed back to the office, Felix had one goal in mind. Don't run into the boss. Felix reached for the front door of the building just as it swung open and crashed into him, knocking him off his feet. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You've got to be kidding me. She yelped as she stared at Felix, who was flat on the sidewalk, stunned and now wearing his soda. Oh wait, she yelled. Oh, so she dropped the soda on him, I think. Jisung and Minho froze, staring at their friend. Issa stood there, jaw dropped, thinking, 3 times in one day? How? Why? I fucking hate Mondays, and suddenly realized she was actually speaking and that she hadn't even offered to see if Felix was all right. She dropped to her knees beside him and made a panicked, feeble attempt at wiping the soda off his shirt. Oh, romantic. I'm so sorry. This is just, I don't know what to say. Are you okay? All she managed to do was smooth his wet shirt against his chiseled abdomen and caused her cheeks to heat up in a way she hadn't felt in a few years. Ooh. Okay, guys, I like this story so far. Felix nervously laughed, gently stopping her from making this horrific incident any worse on either of them by taking her hand. I'm fine, just not quite as dry as I was a minute ago. He smiled. His smile dropped quickly as he asked, Am I fired? Felix nervously laughed, gently stopping her from making this horrific incident. Oh, wait, I already read that. Am I fired? She gaped at him for a moment, not understanding his seemingly random question. Fired? Why would I fire you? She asked, honestly confused by the idea. I've only met you today, and I've knocked into you 3 times. Hard. That's, not exactly a good start, he mumbled, scrambling to his feet, then reaching down to help her stand as well. Oh no, I'm not going to fire you, she answered, giggling softly, then adding, hee 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 hee. Not when we've gotten so close. Hee 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 hee. Her face burned, and she cursed her pale skin tone for giving away every emotion she felt. In fact, I think you should take the rest of the afternoon off. You, need to do laundry, she grinned. Felix felt a prickle at the back of his neck as he watched the color tint her cheeks. Absently, he rubbed his hand across the nape of his neck to stop the goosebumps and offered her a smile and answered, Today's been rough. I think I'll take you up on that. I might, stop for a drink on the way. I'm heading out for the day too. Would you maybe, She stumbled over the question, feeling incredibly flustered and confused at the impulse. You could join me. I mean, if you like, he offered, his voice softer and a bit deeper than before. Minho gently closed Jisung's gaping mouth as they watched their friend shamelessly flirt with the boss, who was flirting back. Thinking back to their morning chat and Felix's frustration, Minho just smirked and dragged Jisung back inside. Okay, guys, that was chapter 2. I like it a lot. I know it. I just have a feeling, because we know that this one is mature smut content, I have a feeling it's going to go from 0 to 100 quickly. I don't know when, but I hope it's soon. Okay. I love Stray Kids, Monica says hi. This is crazy. I had a dream last night about you making a video about this. Kadri, there is no way. You manifested that. I love the reenactments. You guys like my acting? I feel like it makes it more engaging and you guys have a better time. When they are reading a book and they're doing a voice, Adelie says when they are reading a book, when she's watching other live streamers, when they're reading a book and they're doing a voice for each character, and some of the voices are just so weird and I get a weird feeling like embarrassment. Adelie, I try to put some effort into reading the K-pop fanfictions, but I have no effort to change my voice for each character. I can't do it. So the most you're gonna get is just some like hand reactions and maybe some close-ups that you guys don't want to see, and that might be about it. Amikai? What's the fic? We are reading Felix from Stray Kids smut fanfiction on Wattpad. I did in fact manifest it. Yeah, Kadri, what are you going to dream about tonight? What live stream about me are you going to have a dream about that I probably will do tomorrow? I'm telling you, I'm going to the mall tomorrow and live streaming it and doing a get ready with me, so maybe dream that, and then you can say that you manifested it. I really like your voice, not in a weird way. Thank you, Lost. I love your hair. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kate. Okay, guys. It's time for chapter 3. It kind of escalated somewhat quickly in between them just meeting in 1 or 2 chapters, and then now they're already going for a drink. I don't know if you're allowed to do that with your boss, but it is the CEO of the company, so I guess you can't really refuse. But I already forgot. Did he invite her to drink? Or she invited him? I don't know. Doesn't matter. You guys know better than me. Guys, when I read the fanfictions, I'm telling you, I don't even remember what happens a lot of the times. I have to ask you guys, what just happened? Because I'm just, so into reading it and kind of acting it out that a lot of times I don't remember what happened. When I was reading the Jungkook fanfiction, I was like, I'm so confused. What's going on right now? And you guys had to explain it to me. I might actually dream about it since I'm thinking about it right now. Have you seen Twisters? No, I have not. But my friend texted me today And he said that there's a 4D movie theater. Remember when they were doing 4D movie theater for Mario Kart? I regret missing out on that. That would have been hilarious, but I kind of want to see, I don't want to see Twisters, honestly, because I didn't really care to see it, but my friend said it's in 4D. That's going to be crazy. That's got to be crazier than Mario Kart. That's probably going to be a real-life tornado in the movie theater. Okay, chapter 3. She looked toward the door and realized the other 2 men had gone back inside. It's just a drink, she thought, and nodded. I could use one, she answered with a grin. I could use one. They walked down the, when you really think about it, when you read a book and it's like, she said hello, and it's like, I could use one, she answered with a grin. Do you actually picture the character in your head like smiling when they're saying that? Because I feel like they say that a lot. And I'm like, how much are you actually smiling? I don't know. My best friend thinks that this old guy in Twisters is hot. Who's the old guy? I need to look him up. Was he like in the original cast or something? I need to know who it is. Do you like cats? Christmas lover? I don't. I don't like animals. Who else is in this movie? Oh, Kiernan Shipka's in the movie. Okay. Who's the old guy? Lost. I hope you're not saying that Glenn Powell is the old guy, because he's not old. No, Christmas lover. I don't like cats. I don't. Have you seen Twister? I like kittens. They're cute. But once they're like full grown, any animal that's full grown is not as cute as they are when they're younger. She had gone with her sister. I haven't seen it yet. She just sent me a photo and said that this dude was hot. I'm trying to look at the poster. I'm trying to look at the cast. I don't know what old guy is in it. Maybe it was just like someone that had a cameo or something? I don't know. Okay, well, if you figure out who it is, let me know. Okay, chapter 3. She looked, wait. I could use one, she answered with a grin. Saying you don't like animals is such a psychopathic thing to say. I'm just telling you guys the truth. I don't like animals because they're unpredictable and they scare me. They make me very anxious because you don't know what they're going to do. Especially like cats you would think are kind of calm, but I'm always very on edge when I'm at someone's house that has a cat because cats are so fast. So like I'll just be like sitting on the couch and then like I turn my head and like the cat is there. And then like I'll turn my head the other way and like the cat's now over there like running across the floor or something like that. So they make me very anxious because they're unpredictable. You should do a live stream where you paint. Oh, let me write that down. Maybe I'll get some paint. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll go to 5 Below and get some painting stuff because they have good painting stuff there. And maybe I'll do that. Okay, good. I love when you guys suggest good live stream ideas. Please suggest more for me. We love distracting you while you're trying to read fan fiction. Yes, Kadri, this is why the 3.5-hour fan fiction, I'm obviously not going to finish it in 3.5 hours, but I love answering the comments. I just got Stray Kids tickets. Oh, hell yeah. It's over. You're a winner now. It was Glenn. I just looked up the cast. Not them saying Glenn Powell is an old man and they think he's hot. Is he hot? Yes. Is he an old man? No. Glenn is a baddie. What do you mean? I love your hair. Thank you, guys. If you chill, the animal will chill. They mirror your vibe. No. Not all the time. Most of the time, no. I'm telling you, I've been around so many animals. It doesn't matter. They're just like not chill. Not all the time. Okay. I could use a drink, she answered with a grin. They walked down the block and crossed the street to a small but classy-looking bar. Okay. He held the door for her and gingerly waved her in. Wait. What does gingerly waved her in? I don't know. She realized he was still wearing his damp and stained shirt and asked, "Are you sure you don't want to change?" Okay. Quick. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Quick side note, I guess. I have never heard of Water Bomb Festival. Let me tell you guys, there was some stuff happening. I was seeing pictures online of these K-pop idols being sprayed with water, especially Chaehoon and others. Water Bomb Festival, I need to go to that. I need to see those people, I need to see those men at Water Bomb Festival in person. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know if you've seen the photos, but never knew Waterbomb Festival existed. And then I heard about it and I saw these photos everywhere and I was like, wow, genius idea. I need to go. Let's see. Okay, wait, I'm scrolling back up in the comments. Cats are just on crack most of the time? Yes, Kadri, they totally are. I don't think Glenn Powell is attractive, not my type. I mean, like, I'm not attracted to him, but he's like conventionally, I think, an attractive person. Look up baddie Glenn. Once a fish bit me. What kind of fish? Just like in someone's fish tank? My friend only went there for the plot. Adelie, are you talking about Waterbomb Festival? Girl, he looks beyond his years. I just looked it up. He's only 35. I thought he was like 50. I'm so sorry. Okay, Lost. I understand that. Sometimes the hot men that are young have so many wrinkles that they do look a lot older. But they're still kind of hot sometimes. Your eyelashes are eyelashing. Thank you. I just ordered my lash perm kit because my lashes have pretty much fallen with the perm. So I need to do a live stream where you guys see how I perm my lashes. And they're going to go up. They go like up to here if I do it right. Goldfish bit you. Damn. Okay. Guys, I'm getting distracted. I got distracted by Waterbomb Festival and I got distracted. I'm only 2 paragraphs into chapter 3. I want a lash lift so bad. I do it to myself because it's just too expensive to do it somewhere else. It doesn't always work. Like, it doesn't always work perfectly, but it is what it is. When you're doing something, when you're doing like a beauty treatment yourself, it is what it is because you're not a professional and that's just what you got to remind yourself. Okay, guys, okay. He held the door for her and gingerly waved her in. Gingerly. I'm gingerly waving you in. She realized he was still wearing... Oh, I already said this. I'll say it again. She realized he was still wearing his damp and stained shirt and asked, "Are you sure you don't want to change?" He glanced down and shrugged. It's freaking Monday, right? Anybody asks what happened, I'll just tell them some chick made a mess of me. He grinned and shot her a cool wink. He watched as her cheeks bloomed again and chuckled. I'll be fine after you. He bowed and waved her through the door. Okay. One drink turned into a few hours, and she found herself relaxed for the first time in ages. It feels good to just take a breath, she sighed, taking a sip of the fruity drink before her. Felix was easy to talk to, and she realized she was oversharing some. She told him about the trouble with their biggest contract and how nervous it was making her that they'd been shopping elsewhere. It was all over a misunderstanding of what her company could do. Her company develops the applications, and the client does what they want with them. This client had intended for her and her company to manage the app and tend to its server needs. She was committed to maintenance and offered updates as part of the contract, but the client wanted someone full-time on just their application. This wasn't looking good. She stopped mid-sentence and apologized. I'm sorry. I'm so stressed over this, and Amy is really the only person who knows how bad it is. I shouldn't be laying this on you. Hush. He answered gently. Hush. Hush. He had been sitting with his chin resting on his hand and seeming to hang on to her every word. Stress is a killer, and we wouldn't want something happening to our captain, would we? Oh my God, cringe. Felix Riz, he asked with a soft smile. His voice was incredibly soothing. He does have a soothing voice. I have heard him speak. He does have a soothing voice. She wanted to know more about him and to hear him speak more, so she started asking questions. You're obviously not from here. Aussie, I presume? She snickered, then asked, what brought you here? She hoped the open-ended question would get him rambling a bit. Yeah, I moved here when I was like 14, I guess. My dad's work brought him here often enough that his company decided he needed to be here full-time. I miss home, but there are more opportunities here for what I really, to be successful. He's hiding his secret. He stammered the last few words, recognizing that he probably shouldn't tell his boss he wasn't planning on doing this job forever. True. She noted the sudden shift in his eyes as he finished. The smile was gone again, just like this morning. She kind of liked his smile when it reached his eyes, and she wanted to see it come back. She asked gently, "What is it that you really want to do?" Guessing at the end of his unfinished thought. He looked to her with a feeling of contemplation before sighing in response. "I was a dancer all through school. I even had a scholarship for dance at Ohio State. Just before graduation, I blew out my knee in a soccer game. I lost my dance scholarship because I needed surgery, and things just kind of went to crap after that. I dealt with the loss, did the physical therapy, and started thinking about backup plans. That's when I decided tech was probably the right choice since I'm always screwing with computers anyway." He finished the story, dropped his head, and peeked up at her through his bangs. Pretend I had bangs. "So yeah, that's me in a nutshell," he muttered. Can you still dance?" she asked softly, sad to see someone so sweet lose out on their dreams. "I do. It's not like it was before. Probably because I'm scared of hurting myself again and losing it completely. It's hard to go all out if you're afraid your legs are going to crumble under you." "Not your legs crumbling under you," he answered with a half-hearted smile. He bit his lip to stop the tremble that was threatening his composure. He always got emotional talking about dance, and this really wasn't the time. "Do you practice at a studio or just like at home?" she asked, flustering a little at the sight of him nipping his lip. "Oh." His eyes brightened a little as he answered, "I go to a studio by my apartment. Actually, Minho dances with me along with another friend, Sam. They are fantastic, but I'm taking it really slowly." Let's pause there because we're about halfway through. Okay. You shouldn't do a live stream where you put makeup that looks like Oh my god, Christmas Lover says you should do a live stream where you put makeup on that looks like Glenn. I am not that skilled. I don't even know how I would do that. I know some people can do that. I do not know how to do that. I absolutely do not. I wish. No, because it's the way that books use the most strange words to try to give you an idea of what they look like, and I just ignore it and picture it entirely different. That's so real, Kadri. Phil, wait, you guys are... Carrie and Abby and I are dying over this fanfic. Phil, I love that you guys are still watching / listening to me do this. I thought you guys were doing something else fun. Okay. Let's see. Wait. Oh, okay. Hello from Poland. Radoslaw? Hello. Okay. Actually, Minho dances with me along with another friend, Sam. They are fantastic, but I'm taking it really slowly. He's lying. He's great too. Jisung marked, sliding onto a stool beside him and peeking around at her. How did he know that Felix and the boss were there? Okay. Cock block. That's not good. Felix was the one who flushed red this time. He playfully elbowed Jisung in the ribs as his friend fawned over his skill. Seriously, you should come to watch them practice sometime. No, Song, bro, stop. Felix sputtered. I'd love to see it, actually. Issa giggled to Jisung. Okay. She had probably known him the longest, and she was always comfortable around him. Why didn't you tell me that Min was a dancer? She pouted. Because he doesn't want to get his ass whooped for telling my boss I dance harder than I work, Minho responded, shooting Jisung a playful glare. Felix and Minho's phones both lit up, and Minho asked, Are you too drunk to practice, lover boy? Oh, they're gonna go to the dance studio. Felix's jaw dropped as he whined, while glancing nervously back at her. Mean, why do you do that to me? And no, I'm not drunk. I only had one. Thank you. Yeah, you've been at the bar for hours and you only had one drink, Felix? Liar. Looking back to Issa, he indicated that they needed to head out. I'm sorry to bail, but I should go. He smiled and continued. Thanks for the afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. She nodded as she heard Jisung excitedly begin. Hey, why don't... Oof. Wait, what? I guess Jisung was about to say something and Felix stopped him. Hey, why don't oof? And then Felix hit him in the stomach or something. She laughed as she saw Felix once again plant the back of his hand in Jisung's stomach with a sarcastic grin. Jisung laughed and shook his head. Fine, see you tomorrow, as the three guys headed out the door, leaving her to swim in the details of the day. Oh, I like that line. Leaving her to swim in the details of the day. Kind of a weird way to explain it. That's it for chapter 3. I really thought they were going to kiss at the bar, but the author's making us wait. Guys, we're an hour and a half in and I've only read 3 chapters. Oh, okay. I just stumbled over this live. I'm following your ass. Keep doing this. Yes, Van G. Phil says we're all working and listening to the fanfic. Love that. I joined and I heard cock vlog. Oh. The fanfiction logic. What are we reading? We're reading FELIX from Stray Kids, K-pop, fanfiction on Wattpad. What kind of dance do they do? King is asking. In this story, Felix is not a K-pop idol, so I guess I can't say he's doing K-pop dance, but I'm assuming hip-hop or something like that. Phil says, who wrote this? Okay, the author of this fanfic is called Stray Kids Made Me Do It, but like SKZ, their abbreviation. So SKZ Made Me Do It. That's the name of the author. What is up with these wacky names? Hi, Peyton. Waniwan Jungwon. Hello. That was a hard name to say. Hi, Bryn. Shouting you out. K-pop, Jimin for life. Okay. You know the vibes. Shouting out Bryn. Jimin is a real one. Yes. Okay, guys. Chapter 4. I'm like anxious because I want something more romantic to happen, but I know I have to wait and be patient. Okay. Groggy-eyed, Felix walked toward the office, trying to will his body awake. The smoothie he had for breakfast wasn't cutting it and he needed coffee. He made a quick turn back to the coffee shop he had just passed and winced as his knee panged. Maybe practicing for 6 hours wasn't such a great idea, he grumbled to himself. He'd been at the studio until around midnight, working on a combination that was eluding him because of the restriction in his knee. He knew that forcing that movement was going to be rough, but he also knew he had to practice it to recover the range of motion, and he had a little extra drive last night. Oh, he had some extra drive because he had some extra alcohol in him, and he had some extra drive because he was with this girl that he thinks is cute. I know, Felix. I know what you're thinking. You don't have to tell me. Okay. As he stood in line, he rubbed his eyes with his finger and thumb. How do you rub your eyes with your... how do you rub your eyes with your finger and your thumb? I guess I don't do that because I have long nails, but... He rubbed his eyes with his finger and thumb. Like this? Is that what you do? He stepped forward and opened his eyes to see Amy standing just inches from him. She was frozen with a cup of coffee in one hand and a pastry of some kind in the other. Oh, thank God, he sighed, grateful that she was paying attention. Well, you don't have to call me that, but, whatever. Amy giggled, relaxing a little bit. Wait, what? I don't understand that line. Whatever. Is that your MO? You just run into girls until they admit you're cute? She asked with a smirk. She had a I know it's pronounced mischievous, but I like to say mischievous. She had a mischievous twinkle in her eye that worried him a little for some reason. What? No, just wait. She thinks I'm cute? He stuttered. He felt his ears getting hot and wondered why he couldn't control his mouth some days. Well, yeah, I've known that woman for years, and I've never seen her fluster like she did yesterday. Amy answered with a shrug. I did manage to run her over 3 times. That's enough to fluster anybody, he retorted, doubting Amy's insights. To be fair, she ran you over the last time, Amy countered. True enough, he agreed, smiling softly at the thought of Issa trying to fix the mistake. Shaking his head, he suddenly drew a quick breath and huffed. Don't, just do not. She's your boss. She's everyone's boss. No, he thought, shaking his head to try to shake the idea loose. You do realize you're speaking out loud, don't you? Amy asked, raising an eyebrow and considering his expression. Now his ears were on fire and it was spreading down his neck. I don't think I've ever had a thought in my head that I was like trying to keep in my head, and then I said it out loud around someone and they're like, did you just hear what you just said? I don't think I've ever done that. Has anyone ever done that? Have you ever had a thought in your head that you're like, oh, this is supposed to stay in my head, but then you say it out loud? I don't think I've done that. You do realizing, wait, I already said that. No, he winced. What did you hear? He cringed at the thought of how much he might have actually said. Relax, it was just, no. Amy, wait, what? Relax, it was just no. Amy smiled. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess she's saying she only heard him say, like, no. Listen, I need to run. Issa will be here any minute. Issa will be in any minute, and after yesterday, I wanted to surprise her with her favorite when she gets there. Her favorite what? I don't know. Hey, he called after her as she hurried away. Amy turned and looked back at him, waiting for whatever he needed to say. What is her favorite? Amy grinned and answered, vanilla latte and a blackberry scone. Oh, I thought Amy was going to say something cheeky like, I wanted to bring her favorite and like her favorite is you. Her favorite is Felix, like a person and not a thing. Vanilla latte and a blackberry scone. See ya. Then turned and headed out the door. Yes, she said to herself as she nearly skipped back to the office. Okay, that's about halfway through. We'll pause there. Let's see. What's going on? It's 1:03 and I'm trying to keep my eyes open. Adelie, we still have a lot to go. I probably won't be able to finish it all tonight, but keep holding in there. I dare you to get up and dance. Okay, I'm not allowed to play, I don't think I'm allowed to play copyright music. So my answer to that is no. But maybe once we figure out a workaround around that, maybe I can. Also, I'm too lazy. Being patient is so overrated. Ryan says, what's happening? Ryan, there's a lot happening with Felix. There's a lot happening with Issa in this K-pop smut fanfiction. So Philip says, you should... My cousin said you should be a game show host. My cousin is Carrie-Ann. Hey, Cowprint Lover. Cyber Bunny, hi. Oh, Carrie-Ann's now on her own YouTube account just so she can comment. Paul, needs you to be a game show host. Price is Right needs you. Paul, did you actually fart? No, I didn't, you guys. I swear I didn't. If I did, I would let you know, but I haven't this time. I don't know what noise you heard. Maybe it was from the Hobbit music. Maybe it was something loud from the Hobbit music from the TV, or maybe I hit the microphone or something. Guys, I promise I didn't drop a flatulence today. At least not right now. Okay, continuing. Felix grabbed an iced latte and headed to the office. When he stepped out of the shop, he heard his name. Hey, Felix, she called. He turned his head and greeted her with a bright smile. She blushed softly as soon as she met his eyes. I thought I'd try warning you to see if we can avoid a repeat of yesterday, she giggled. Aw, you really came at me like that? He laughed, pulling the door open for her. Amy heard the laughter and peeked her head out of her own office. She met Felix's eyes and winked. He rolled his eyes and smiled. Me doing all of the actions, thinking about it happening in real life, because I'm I'm acting it out, is just crazy. Turning back to Issa, he grinned. They're going to be looking for me downstairs, so I'll see you later? Not intending for it to seem like a question. She instantly blushed and dropped her head, causing her hair to fall in front of her eyes. She quickly swept her fingers through her hair to push it back, causing Felix to audibly gulp and pray she didn't hear it. Nope. That was not a gulp. He turned quickly and headed through the stairwell door, 2 fingers on his neck to check his hammering pulse. Not him checking his pulse. I'd be doing that shit too. Issa walked in the door to her office and flopped into her chair. She smiled brightly when she spotted the coffee and scone on her desk. Thank you, she shouted from her desk. Amy popped her head in the door, pushed back to close it behind her, and slipped into a chair across from her friend. Spill, she commanded. What? She mumbled with her mouth overly full of the sweet pastry. Isabel, don't you dare play dumb with me. Amy scolded. She whined, leaning forward, her elbows and forearms stretched across Issa's desk. I need this. What happened? Okay, I love this. Because I'm the same way. I need to know if you went out on a date or semi-date, I need to know what happened. Issa laughed at her friend and shook her head. Nothing happened. We had a drink and talked for a while, but honestly, nothing happened. She answered with a shrug, but the slight flush across her cheeks told a different story. Amy's eyes widened as she squealed, "You like him," then giggled, hee hee hee, and clapped her hands while bouncing in her seat like a little girl. That's too many actions to do at once. Issa shot around the desk, grabbing her hands and shushing her, but laughing. "Oh, please, please stop," she giggled nervously, terrified someone would hear Amy's revelation. "Shh, okay. Yes, I do. Are you happy?" she complained, blushing hard and laying her head on Amy's shoulder dramatically. Saying it out loud made her nervous, and it made no sense. She just met him. Why was this causing her to flip out? "Let it happen. Please, for me," Amy begged. "For you?" Issa asked. "And what do you mean, let it happen?" "Let it happen, girl." We all know what she means. We all know what Amy means. Let it happen. Please. Amy took Issa's hand in hers and looked her square in the eye. She explained as gently as possible. "You always find a reason not to get involved. You never even look at a guy with more than a passing interest, and Felix has literally blindsided you. I haven't seen you smile like this in such a long time." Did you guys like that 4D version? That was very immersive, right? Okay. Issa couldn't help but notice how Amy's eyes glistened with tears as she spoke. Tears? Come on. Dramatic. "You're not happy, Izzy, and it makes me sad too." Oh, sorry, I touched the mic. Issa wrapped her arms around her best friend and smiled softly. She quietly answered, "I don't mean to push them away. I'm just so busy and..." "You're scared, Issa," Amy interrupted. "You get hurt and you're scared." Now it was Issa's turn to blink back tears. Okay, guys, they're being a little over dramatic, crying over this. No, like, this is too dramatic. She knew Amy was right, but she couldn't say it aloud. Instead, she just nodded. Let him in. Susan said he's a really sweet guy and he's funny, and Han Jisung is a member of the FELIX fan club, I swear." Smiling sweetly at her best friend, Amy added, "Just give him a chance, okay?" Issa nodded quietly and sighed. After a moment, Issa cocked her head and grinned. "Wait, so we're trusting Jisung with my love life now? Oh boy." Both girls fell into a fit of giggles. Ha ha hee hee ha ha hoo 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 ha ha ha. Okay, that's the end of chapter 4. What do we think so far? I need to catch up on the comments, but I'm going to take a break and use the bathroom after I read the comments, and then we're moving on to chapter 5. I like it. I do like it. Okay, back to the comments. Hold on, where did I stop? Do you play Among Us? No. Do you have any Squishmallows? Do I? I've got herpes mushroom right here. I have a lot of Squishmallows. This one, gingerbread Hello Kitty. This one's Carmelita. Everyone thinks it's a hamburger, but it's a s'more. I have giant Hello Kitty. Got this at Costco. I think those are the only Squishmallows on the couch, but I have more on my bed. Carrie Ann says, "I believe you. She has so many Squishmallows." Carrie Ann would know, because we're related. Can you show us the Squishmallows? Christmas lover, you missed my live stream where I introduced all my plushies, the ones on the couch and the bed. So if you want to get introduced to them all, you're going to have to watch that live stream from like a week or two ago. Cal Princess, I missed your live stream. That's okay. You can rewatch it, you guys. She has no pillows on her bed, only Squishmallows. It's true. Bye, Graham. Okay. I love your hoodie. Thank you. Can you say hi, Maggie, and I'll sub? My name is Maggie, and I'm bye. Okay, great, Maggie. I'm saying hi. I hope you sub, and I hope you have a fantastic night or day. I don't know what time it is over there. This is my first time on a live stream, Christmas Lover says. I hope you're having fun. Guys, I don't think I've ever watched a live stream, even before I started live streaming. But like 2 weeks ago, I went on YouTube, YouTube live, vertical live, because I wanted to see what other people were live streaming. Just on like the shorts page, like where everyone, just like the regular, what is it called? Like the search page, where you just find anyone random live stream. People are freaking weird. They are doing weird stuff. I can't even explain like what was going on, but like I thought I was kind of weird, but these people are like scary weird. They're just like weird live streams. I was like, people like to watch this stuff? Apparently. Okay, I'm putting on my BRB document so you guys know that I am going to be back. So please look at the computer. And I'll be back, and then I'll answer more comments. You guys are going on mute, but get ready. Get ready for jump scare when I come back. Okay. Jump scare. My favorite thing to do when I come back from the bathroom. Okay. So, what are you guys talking about? Okay. Thank you, Maggie. Katie says, how did I get here? I don't know. Some of the virtual live streams on YouTube are wild. They are wild. I scrolled for like a minute and I was like, what am I looking at? It was so weird. So I clicked away and I never watched the live stream again. What time is it over there? It's 10:20 p.m. Early for me. Don't forget to wash your hands. Okay, thank you. I did. Christmas Lover says, say I if you think she is amazing. Well, when you say she, I hope you're referring to me. But thank you, Christmas Lover. I watched someone get banned earlier because she was twerking in some crap and just being really inappropriate, but she had over 1,000 viewers. Yeah, Maggie, that was probably the same person that I saw, because the first live stream I saw was this woman, and she was like doing weird dances and like twerking, and the comments were flooding in. And they were like, what's going on? Like, what is she doing? This is so weird. So it might have been the same person. Totally random, but I changed up my profile. I'm lost. Sorry. I'm lost, but I decided to use my real name. Okay, Sydney, that's a great name. At first, when you said I'm lost, I'm like, you're lost? Oh, what did you lose? But then I realized that was your old username. Okay, great. I love the little stars too. I love an emoji in the name. I think I saw the same live stream, Maggie. Guys, I think we all saw the same one live stream. Okay. Are we ready for chapter 5, Felix K-pop, FELIX live, what am I saying? FELIX, Stray Kids, K-pop, Wattpad, fanfiction. Say that 5 times fast because it's been difficult for me. Okay. Ugh. My throat. Okay. Okay. FELIX sat down at his desk and spun his chair around to greet Jisung. "Hey, bitch! Hey, asshole!" Jisung answered back. "Why the F are you so perky this morning?" He rubbed his eyes in the babiest of baby manners, causing FELIX to pout at the cuteness. "What, I'm not allowed to be in a good mood?" FELIX giggled back at him as Jisung yawned. "Hey, Min, you gotta let this kid get some sleep," he called to Minho on the other side of the wall. "He started it," was all FELIX got back. Oh, wait. I'm gonna switch to... Oh, wait, I forgot to show you guys. This is the other Squishmallow on the couch. I think it's a butterfly. I don't know his name. I'm gonna switch to this one. Where was I? "He started it," was all FELIX got back. He cackled, "Ha ha ha," as Jisung smirked a little bit and blushed at Minho's reply. "I did," Jisung admitted with a shrug. FELIX laughed at them and spun in his chair, getting to work on his latest project. He slipped his earbuds in and started up the track they were using for the dance. It was mellow and smooth, but it had an incredible bass line. He bobbed his head to the beat, getting lost as he mentally practiced the dance. He made a mental note to ask Min and Hyunjin to help him figure out the misstep that was throwing them off so badly at the bridge. Okay, so like, it seems like all the other Stray Kids members are like slowly making their way into the story. So are they all in a dance team together? I don't know, because it doesn't sound like they're in K-pop idol training specifically and just dance training. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. His mind was so focused on what he was doing, he didn't even realize how long it had been when he got pegged in the back of the head with a wadded up sticky note. He spun around and pulled one of the earbuds out with a bewildered look to see Jisung tapping his watch and his tummy alternatively. Okay, already, FELIX asked, shocked that he had actually gotten that focused down. I feel like that's a typo. Jisung nodded, pretending he was too weak to speak, and dramatically began to wilt in his chair. "Oh, for the love of... let's go feed him before he dies," Minho smirked, grabbing his jacket off the chair. FELIX reached over and dragged Jisung to his feet, and they headed out to lunch. Okay, pause. I want to see... I know what Hyunjin looks like, but I want to know what Jisung looks like. Jisung... Let me look this up. Because in Stray Kids, I know 3 of them. I know FELIX, I know Hyunjin, and now I know Jisung. I'm looking at him. I'm looking him up. Do I recognize him? Oh, wait, sorry. I knew 3 already. I knew FELIX, Hyunjin, and Bangchan. And then now I kind of know Jisung. Okay. Okay. Now I have the mental image of who he's talking to. Oh, wait, I forgot to look up Minho. Him I know. I think I know what he looks like. Wait. Wait a second. Was that his name? Wait, but he's not in Stray Kids. Is he? Minho. Is there a Minho in Stray Kids? There is. Okay. But he goes by Leno. Like Lee space Know, I think. That's what one of you guys were commenting, and I did not understand your comment. Okay. Okay, he's cute. Okay. Okay, so now I know what they look like. Okay. Where was I? Okay, I think I stopped here. FELIX reached over and dragged Jisung to his feet, and they headed out to lunch. They made it to the door of the stairwell, pushed it open, and FELIX looked up to find Issa heading toward them. He stepped back to hold the door, but she stopped dead and blushed intensely when her eyes met his.
He couldn't suppress the giggle, hee 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 hee, as her cheeks flooded red. He loved the way it started in the center of her cheeks and spread across her whole face, making her look even paler. She bit her lip and he froze, swallowing hard. Hi, she stuttered. Issa took a deep breath and paused a moment, probably a moment longer than she meant to, so she could compose herself. I, was wondering if, she felt her heart banging in her chest and panicked. Finished that, project from this morning, she asked, totally abandoning her original intent for approaching him. She immediately hated herself for not having the ovaries to ask what she really wanted to know. She hated herself more when she saw his smile falter at her question. Oh yeah, I got it done just a few minutes ago. I'll send it after lunch if that's all right. Felix answered calmly, a little shaken by the odd interaction. Okay, yeah. Wait, let me see how. Okay, almost done. Okay, yeah. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, that would be great. Thanks, enjoy lunch, she hastily replied before spinning on her heel and speed walking back to her office. She flopped down in the chair and dropped her head onto her crossed arms on the desk. Amy walked in at that moment, looking through a huge folder. As soon as she saw Issa, she sighed. What happened? Issa looked up at her and laughed quietly, sarcastically, knowing she was about to disappoint her best friend. I am a giant chicken with no ovaries, she whined as she dropped her head back to her arms. But what happened? Amy insisted. You don't have to agree with everything I say, you know, Issa mumbled into her arm fortress. Yes, I do. You're the boss, Amy retorted, leaning against the side of the desk. She twirled Issa's hair and asked again, What happened, Izzy? Amy face-palmed as Issa relayed the story of how she almost successfully asked out a guy she was kind of nuts over, but panicked and made it work-related blah 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 instead. That's me. That is me 100%. How do I even know he's interested? What if he's not? Issa squeaked. Then I'm just harassing him if he's not interested. True. Because it's a workplace environment. Okay. Oh no. Am I harassing him? She pulled her jacket from the back of her chair and covered her whole head. I'm just gonna die in here, okay? She mumbled. And that's the end of chapter 5. What's going on, guys? Okay, what's going on? Sadia says, oh my god. Don't know what you're saying oh my god to, but there's a lot of options there. Is that an anime or a movie? Is what an anime or a movie? What I'm reading? Because it's neither. I'm reading a K-pop fanfiction. Not Lee, no. Guys, when I look up Minho on Google, it says Lee, no. I don't know what to tell you guys. Is that his stage name? Yes, he's known by his stage name, Lee No. Kind of, I don't know. I don't know if that means something or whatever, but like I said, I'm not a Stray Kids fan. I don't know anything about them. So, I don't know if they call him Lino. Wait, now? Lino. That's what Google says is his stage name, you guys. I'm just reading you the facts. This person says, are Lino and Minho the same person? Yes. Oh, before debuting, he was a backup dancer for BTS. Fun fact, Hanbin from Zero Base One also danced for BTS. He's my fave. How much longer do you think this is going to go for, Christmas Lover? I really wish I could answer that question, but I have no idea. It hasn't even got to the juicy parts yet. I don't know, I'm having too much fun. There's 35 chapters, you guys. I am only on chapter 6. So we're just going to keep going until I get really tired. Do you have a Snap story? No, guys. I stopped using Snapchat a while ago. but I do have Instagram. If you wanna see some like weird stuff that I like to post to my story, follow me on Instagram, Polder Express. I love being weird on my Instagram story because no one can tell me not to do that. So I posted a clip from the Easy Bake Oven video. If you guys want to see a clip of Jumbo Rilakuma and Jumbo Hello Kitty Squishmallow like taking a bite of the Easy Bake Oven food, if you want to see that, it is on my Instagram story for the next like a few hours because I posted it like late last night, I think. So if you want a sneak peek, go watch it. What color is your hair going to be next? Christmas lover, it's going to be the exact same color. I'm going to mix the shark blue and the azure. So it's going to be the same color. It's a little faded right now, but it'll be a little bit, tiny bit more vibrant, but it's still going to be the same color. Hi, XOXO. You're just in time for chapter 6. Chapter 6 of FELIX Stray Kids fanfiction. I've been late to some of the lives because for some reason my notifications aren't working. Oh no. It's time to have a serious chat with YouTube. That's not good. That's not good. What was I going to say? I totally forgot. You should add some pink to your hair. Christmas lover. That's a good idea, but it's just too much work. I dye my hair myself, so I have to do it as whatever is the simplest thing I can do possible, I have to do. And the simplest thing for me is like one color. I can't be doing different colors. I'm not skilled enough for that. Okay. I thought I was going to say something, but maybe not. Okay, let's go to chapter 6. Minho mouthed something so FELIX wouldn't hear it, then gave Jisung a wicked smirk that caused him to flush hotly. I love the term flush hotly. Just because her hair is blue doesn't mean she's crazy. Thank you, Sydney. I am a little weird. I am a little crazy, but like in the good way. At least I like to think so. Do a live while dyeing your hair, Christmas lover. I'm glad you said that because I am planning to do that. I'm going to see if the woman is free next week to dye my hair. I mean, to bleach my roots. And then if so, I'm going to dye my hair like 2 days after that. So possibly next week or like within the next week and a half or 2 is going to be me dyeing my hair on live. That's going to be chaotic. Me trying to go through the comments while I have like hair dye on my gloves. It is good. It's going to be what it's going to be. You should do blonde highlights. Okay, there's a photo of Sabrina Carpenter with like blue highlights. Let me show you guys. Sabrina Carpenter blue hair. So like a few months ago, I had a bit of an identity crisis and I was like, do I go back to blonde? I'm kind of like, do I want to get rid of the blue? Like I want to be blonde again because I was blonde for pretty much my whole life. And I saw this photo of Sabrina Carpenter with like these blue highlights underneath. Here it is. This. And I was like, oh my God, I needed this exact hair, blah, blah, blah. But then I really thought about it. And then I realized how much it was going to cost to be blonde. And it's too expensive to be blonde. So I was like, I can't do it. But also, I prefer being blue. Being blue is easier than being blonde. I will say that. At least in my case. Okay, bye, Christmas lover. If you want to watch the rest, when I finish the live, you can watch the live stream later. Sabrina's the best, y'all. Okay, bye, Graham. We love Sabrina. We love her. I like your hair, the blanket person. Thank you. Okay, guys. Here's Impact, Chapter 6. Minho mouthed something so FELIX wouldn't hear it, then gave Jisung a wicked smirk that caused him to flush hotly, our favorite term. Stop, Jisung whined, his eyes wide and his mouth dropping, scrunching his face up disapprovingly at Minho. Jisung turned his attention on the now very quiet boy to his left. You're not eating, Jisung accused, tilting his head curiously. Is it like that? Yeah, I'm not hungry, FELIX answered flatly, playing with his straw. Guys, I'm just going to head back. I want to double check a few things on that project before I sign off on it, he stated, sliding his fries over to the other two. Felix didn't wait for a reply, but slipped his earbuds back in and strolled back toward the office. The one place he didn't want to go. Had he done something wrong? She went from flirty and playful this morning to forceful composure and all business this afternoon. She was all business. He knew that because Jisung had told him that her world revolved around the company. She didn't have time for distractions. And she didn't have any interest in him. By the time he reached the office, he had successfully beaten his ego to a bloody pulp. So when her face was the first one he saw as he walked in, Felix couldn't cover up his emotions quickly enough. It was just a flash, but she caught it. It was a look of sadness, ? Irritation, ? He had turned, simply nodding in her direction as he headed toward the stairs. He didn't look back, though he could feel her eyes on him. She was confusing him. His history wasn't the greatest in the interacting with females department. And his history wasn't the greatest in the interacting with females department. And he didn't get how she could blow him off so easily, then stare him down. I don't need head games, he whispered to himself as he jogged down the stairs. Whew. He had had his fill of that in college. Girls would coo over the cute Korean guy with the Aussie accent, but the only one he was interested in would rather torment him with teasing and sweet smiles on her way to some other guy. Okay, so Felix has some traumatic college past. I guess he had liked some girl in college and she didn't like him. Okay. She would brush against him in the walkways, text him cute emojis, sit by him at lunch, then bail when some other guy caught her eye. Oh no! Felix was her backup plan and he wasn't about to let it happen. Again. She watched him walk away, slightly hurt by his lack of a greeting. She knew she had panicked earlier, but she didn't realize it had been that bad. She couldn't help but follow the graceful motion of his movements as he walked away, or the way his hands slid up the door handle as he pushed into the stairwell. You good? Amy asked. Amy asked her, snapping her fingers in front of Issa's eyes. You good? You good? Issa looked back to her for a second, then darted towards the stairs. Felix! She called loudly when she got into the stairwell. She heard his feet stop and his hand rest on the push handle of the door. Dramatic moment. If she didn't catch him now, she might mess this up and lose the opportunity. Felix, wait, please, she asked as she quickly walked down the stairs. He didn't reply. He didn't reply, so she thought she had missed him. She was genuinely surprised when she rounded the last corner and he was standing there. Yeah? He asked coolly. He assumed it was something about the project, or maybe the one he was starting tomorrow. Issa held up a finger as she caught her breath from moving so quickly down the stairs, then looked at him. His freckles were mesmerizing to her, and his mouth, his perfectly heart-shaped mouth, looked so... Whoa, snap out of it. She shook her head while he stared back at her in confusion. I just wanted to ask... She hesitated and bit her lip. She saw his eyes widen, then drop to the floor. Ow, that hurt. She saw his eyes widen, then drop to the floor, and the hitch in his breath as he looked back up at her. I wanted to see if maybe we could grab a coffee after work, she muttered as her cheeks betrayed her once again. Okay, guys, halfway through. Do you like Billie Eilish? Her music is too sad for me. I think she is a very great performer, singer, everything, but I can't listen to her because her music is too sad. I don't listen to sad music. I only listen to happy music. Blue looks good on you. Thank you, Asmita. Canada, ? That question needs to be more specific. Okay. Continuing. Still confused. There's nothing else, right? Okay. Still confused. He furrowed his brow when she asked, but seeing her soft blush, his face softened. I'd really like that, he answered softly. Oh, softly. I'd really like that. he answered softly. She smiled brightly and nodded, then turned and tripped over the first step, catching her balance on the second. She straightened herself dramatically and headed up the stairs without another word, blushing a deep shade of crimson. Blushing a deep shade of crimson as she heard his muffled giggle pass through the door to his floor. So, Amy purred as she slipped back into Issa's office. What was that? Issa rolled her eyes at her friend and asked in as bossy a tone as she could muster with an ear-to-ear smile. Don't you have some work to do? Nope, I'm a lazy, good-for-nothing, and the boss is my best friend, Amy stated simply as she flopped down on the couch in Issa's office. That's the truest statement I've heard out of you all day, Issa smirked. Amy threw a pillow at her and she ducked to let it hit the window behind her. It's just coffee. I want to know more about him before I decide, Issa answered sheepishly, then continued. I'm worried. He's an employee here, and he's good at what he does. I don't want to do anything that makes him uncomfortable or end up in some horrific breakup that causes him to quit. So, you're gonna date him then? Amy asked while bouncing on the couch. That's all you got out of that? Issa asked, incredulously. Yes. Amy replied simply, ducking to dodge the pillow being launched back at her. Okay, guys, that was the end of chapter 6. So, what do you think so far? The story reads like a middle school romance. Yes, Sophie's, yes, and that's why I like it. Maddie says, what are you reading? I'm reading FELIX from Stray Kids. I am reading FELIX from Stray Kids. Hold on, I need to decline the phone call. My dad is calling me. Reply with message. I'm live streaming. Call you tomorrow. That was a painful sneeze. Okay, what was I talking about? Okay, what are you reading? I am reading FELIX from Stray Kids, K-pop, Wattpad fanfiction. I'm waiting for it to get good. Okay, I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll try and read, 35 chapters? There's 34 chapters. Let's say 33. Divided by 3 is 11? So maybe I'll read up to 11 chapters tonight, and then maybe another 11 tomorrow if I can, and then maybe the final ones the next day. Just so it's split up a bit. So I'll do chapters 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'll still do 5 more chapters tonight. Okay, chapter 7. Let's see. Okay, wait. Also, this is random, but in the YouTube meeting I had today about live streaming, I don't know if this feature is out already or if it's coming soon, but you know how you can, if you want to like a video, you just double tap the screen? So if you guys want to test it out, double tap the screen and see if that likes the video, because if not, that means the feature's not out yet. And it just means, but it does mean the feature's coming soon. So let me know if the double tap works, because I am curious. Because I couldn't remember if it's coming soon or if it already is out. Okay, chapter 7. The last hour of the day was the longest hour of Felix's entire existence. I feel that dramatic. He had finished up everything he needed to do out of sheer anxious energy. Minho finally, Lino, to make you guys angry, I should call him Lino instead of Minho. Minho finally popped his head over the divider between their desks and threatened, if you don't stop bouncing the entire fucking wall, I swear on all that is holy, I'll fucking make you watch. I don't know what he was trying to say there. Felix squeaked at the threat and cringed a little at the idea, then attempted to still his vibrating leg. Come on, come on, come on, he mumbled as the last few minutes seemed to just refuse to pass. Felix started shutting down his computer, flipped off the light on his desk, and perched at the edge of his chair. When 4 o'clock finally hit, he bolted up from his seat and started toward the door. XOXO says it does. Okay, so I guess if you double tap on the live stream, new feature, then you like the live stream. Thumbs up it. Okay. This fic makes Felix seem like a big loser. I'm trying to be nice, really. I agree with you. I agree. So far, like, I'm not really... Like Felix isn't really doing it for me yet. But I have a feeling when the mature stuff comes up, I'm going to like him more. We'll see. Don't quote me on that. Okay. Bro, take a seat, Minho ordered, reaching out and catching Felix's arm. I get it, you're excited. But do you really want to look that desperate? Oh, I guess they're going on their coffee date. Felix froze on the spot and sighed heavily. Knowing that Minho was 100% correct, he flopped back in his chair and took a few deep breaths. He was nervous as hell, which was stupid. It's just coffee. He was just going to have coffee with a girl. A beautiful girl. A beautiful girl with long, dark, brown, curly hair and muddy green eyes. And a cute little mole just below her jaw. Okay, pause. I don't think saying someone has muddy, M-U-D-D-Y, I don't think saying that someone has muddy green eyes is a compliment. But maybe I'm wrong. Okay. He dragged his hands through his hair and took another deep breath before reminding himself that this beautiful girl was also his boss. He was going to have coffee with the boss. After Minho and Jisung finished closing things down, the three of them headed up the stairs. Minho and Jisung headed out with a wave, but Felix stopped by Issa's office door. She was in the midst of a pretty serious conversation, and he didn't want to intrude, so he stepped over to Amy's office. Hey, he greeted her with a nod. It's a little heavy in there. Is she all good? Amy sighed and squirreled up her mouth. Squirreled up her mouth? What is that? Squirreled up her mouth? What is that like? I don't even know. And raised her brows as if to shrug. I think it's our major client, and it's really not looking good. The guy just can't get it through his thick skull that we aren't responsible for hosting and running his app. Honestly, I'd be glad to see him go. He stresses her out so badly, and I think we'd recover just fine. She's worried he'll trash talk the company and it will all fall apart. Felix nodded, a worried expression slipping across his face. He glanced over his shoulder when he heard Issa's heavy sigh. He watched her trudge over to Amy's door, her eyes dark and sad. We lost it, she said softly. Oh wait, softly. We lost it, she said softly. Amy jumped up from her chair and moved toward her best friend, but paused at what she saw. Felix had instinctively reached for her hand and was softly speaking to her. Okay, you were successful before this. You'll be successful after this. It might be a large account, but it's not your only one. I've talked to some of our clients and they respect you and what you've built here. He spoke, just above a whisper so that Amy could hear. Okay, pretend I whispered that. Did they ever say what her company is? I know that Felix works like in the tech part of the company, but I don't think they ever said what her company does. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, Issa looked up to him with a half smile and whispered, thank you. With that, Amy wrapped her arms around her and pulled her into a tight hug. You've got this. We don't need his money and you don't need his constant nagging. You've got an awesome team of people here and we won't go down without a fight, Amy told her, ever the optimist. If you're not up for coffee, it's okay, Felix smiled to her, forgetting he was still holding her hand. Oh, they're holding hands. Can we get something a little stronger? She asked. He nodded and flashed a soft smile to Amy before leading Issa out the door and back down the street to their classy little bar. Okay, that's the end. That was the end of chapter 7. They're going back to the bar. So I have a feeling, second time's the charm, and something's going to happen this time when they're going to be drunk. I'm sensing a makeout. I'm sensing a stolen kiss. That's my guess. That's like saying they have swamp green eyes. Yeah, totally. It's getting spicy. They're holding hands. Okay. Chapter 8. Taking a booth this time. I don't know where they sat last time. Taking a booth this time. The two sat across from each other, and Felix listened intently while Issa vented her frustration about the day. But when she finished, she just seemed to decompress. She took a deep breath and relaxed back into the booth before blushing softly and glancing up at him. I'm talking far too much, she sighed. No, you needed to. It's all good. Felix responded with a soft smile. Issa smiled sweetly and sighed again, then looked over his face carefully. I noticed you were limping a bit today. Is your knee all right? She asked cautiously. She noted the shift in his eyes. She noted the shift in his eyes from their normal warm brown to a slightly darker color. She immediately regretted the question. I'm sorry, she whispered. I shouldn't have. He reached across the table and touched her hand to stop her. Really, it's all right. I just went a little too hard and a little too long last night at practice, he said quietly. He knew his demeanor had changed, even though he had tried not to let on how frustrated he was over the pain. It's frustrating, he explained. I used to dance for hours. I practiced more than a lot of people work, and now, just a few hours and I'm a mess. She nodded as she listened, examining his face as he spoke. She noticed the gentle curve of his brows and how they moved as he became more invested in what he was saying. She watched the way his Adam's apple floated up and down with the timbre of his voice. Ooh, I like that. The timbre of his voice. Her eyes settled on his lips and the way they met his teeth on certain sounds. Then suddenly she realized his lips were smiling. Then just paused in a cute grin. That is when she realized she had been caught staring at his lips. Her cheeks bloomed and she covered her face with her hands. Felix laughed and gently pulled her hands away. His touch was gentle but firm as he took her hands in his. His grin softened his whole face as they locked eyes. There was a small dance floor in the bar and some soft music playing. He slid out of the booth and brought her to her feet, then led her to the dance floor. Oh, Felix's eyes were still fixed on hers and she couldn't look away. She didn't want to. Okay, so they're about to dance in this bar. He needed to put his arms around her and help her forget about the horrible day she had. Felix lifted her arms to his neck. Whoa. They're getting close. Felix lifted her arms to his neck, slipped his hands around her waist, and pulled her close, but not directly against him. Then they began to slowly sway with the music. This felt far more familiar and comfortable than he expected it to. Within just a minute or so, she had relaxed and stepped forward to meet his body. The contact sent an electrical pulse through him that caught him by surprise, forcing a gasp from his lips. She looked up to meet his eyes. Their faces were so close, she could feel his breath against her lips. They're getting closer, guys. He could feel the tremble in her body as they moved, but he refused to close the distance. Instead, he rested his forehead against hers and released a gentle breath before pulling back and breaking their contact. The song had ended a few moments ago, but they stood there, swaying and not realizing it until Felix heard a familiar voice snicker. Oh, shouldn't you take that someplace more private? Felix jerked his head up to meet his friend Chan's smiling face. Okay, Bang Chan is now in the story. Felix smiled brightly and broke free of the embrace so he could attack his old friend. Why are all his friends just showing up in the bar? Cock block number 2. Wow, when did you get here? Felix asked, obviously excited and surprised to see him. A couple of days ago. I wanted to give you a call, but it's been nuts getting settled into the apartment. Jongin? That might be another member. Let me look up what he looks like. Jongin? Jongin. Is he in Stray? Yeah, he's in Stray Kids. Okay. He is the maknae of Stray Kids. Okay. I'm just like trying to get everyone's face. It's like I have an idea. Okay. Jongin and I decided we'd rent a place together since it's so expensive in town. He's starting college next semester, Chan explained. Chan had been looking after Jongin like a little brother for a few years, so of course, he'd move with him when it was time to go. My gig is mobile, so I can be wherever. He feels better knowing I'm here, so here we are, Chan finished. Felix had known Chan back in Sydney, but Chan's family had moved to the States years ago. The two had remained close friends, even though they'd been separated by huge distances. I had no idea you were actually moving here, Felix exclaimed. That was kind of the point, eh? Chan laughed at the younger man's surprised expression. Who's this improvement on... Oh! Who's this improvement on your existence? What a strange question. Who is this improvement on your existence? Chan asked, bumping Felix's ribs with his elbow. Issa felt her cheeks start to warm as Felix peeked back at her. Felix rolled his eyes, but smiled and introduced Issa. He didn't introduce her as his boss, she had noticed. Ooh. It sent a short flutter through her stomach that caught her off guard. Felix's phone vibrated in his pocket, signaling that Hyunjin had arrived and unlocked the studio. They had a performance in a few weeks. Okay, I guess they're all part of a dance group. They had a performance in a few weeks, so he was taking advantage as often as possible. I'm so happy to see you, and I'm stoked you're here. I forgot to head to practice, but let's meet up later, yeah? Felix asked as the two friends hugged tightly once more. We've got loads of time. Chan nodded and smiled. See ya. Felix led Issa back to the table and glanced at the floor, feeling his ears heat up. Would you, want to come to practice with me for a little while? Oh, she's gonna watch Felix dance and then she's gonna fall in love. She's gonna watch Felix dance and then she's gonna be like, you wanna come back to my place? I know it's gonna happen. I'm calling it now. Okay. Would you want to come to practice with me for a little while? He asked shyly. It seemed to be moving so quickly, but he was so incredibly comfortable with her that he couldn't seem to stop the momentum. I'd like that very much, she answered with the bright smile that he already loved. He grabbed her jacket, holding it so she could slip it on, then handed her purse to her before grabbing his own jacket. Without thinking, he slipped his fingers between hers and led her out the door. Okay, you guys, the flirting has commenced. We have 9, 10, 11. We only have like 3 chapters left, and then I'm going to pause for tonight. Okay. What's everyone talking about? Okay. Wait, there's kind of a lot of comments. Okay. Hia, hi. Who has the game called Hillcliff Horse online? I don't know that game. Stop saying this, Felix is amazing. Stop. What's your favorite SKZ ship? I can't answer that, Hia, because I am not a Stray Kids fan. But from what I know, I think that I know Felix is like the fave, I'm pretty sure. I think they ship like Felix and Hyunjin. I think that's the main one, or is it Felix and Bangchan? I think it's Hyunjin. Let me know. Hi, how are you? I'm good. I'm reading K-pop fanfiction. Oh, around the waist, they're gonna kiss. Sophie, they didn't kiss in that chapter. I really thought it was gonna happen. Hi from Turkey. Hello, Talha. Okay, guys. Side note, speaking of Turkey. I don't know if you guys saw my YouTube short a few weeks ago, where I got an email from a dental clinic in Antalya, Turkey, that offered to give me a free smile makeover transformation, which meant like free veneers, or what was the other thing called? Like crown laminate, something like that. I was tempted. I didn't know what Antalya looked like. It's a beautiful city, like right on the sea. I'm very tempted to accept the offer to get some free turkey teeth just so that I can fly to Turkey for free because they're like accommodation included. All you have to do is, make some videos about your experience. I'm like, do I ruin my teeth to get some free turkey teeth and get a free flight to Antalya? Because I really was tempted, you guys, but unfortunately I declined, but that's my story. Bangchan, my beloved. Hi, everyone. Okay. I sure hope Bangchan isn't going to be a love rival. That would be good. Okay, guys. What else is going on? I really thought they were about to kiss. I also thought. You saw their shipping video, right? Lino and Han. If you're asking me, the answer is no. Hi from Canada. You guys make some good maple syrup, and you guys have some good French fries and gravy. I love eating the French fries and gravy when I go there. Okay, guys. So, I'm going to the bathroom again, so look at the screen, and I'll be back. Jump scare. Okay. What is on the television? My cousin is asking me. This is Hobbit Village ambiance. Hobbit Village ambiance. What was it called? Hobbit Village ambiance. Nighttime in the Shire.
I'm joining in on the
What's
live.
a Shire? Nighttime in the Shire. Nature sounds. Okay, Mike.
Phil told me to come on the live and say crazy stuff.
Okay, maybe.
Phil still on the live. Phil,
I don't
blink
know.
once if you're here.
Here's my cousin. We kind of look alike. Kind of. Okay, she is going to, I guess, listen to me read the last 3 chapters.
What can I hold on to?
I have this one.
I'm gonna be asleep, even though every light is on in here. This is how I have to sit.
Well, wait, I'll mostly seen the FELIX and Hyunjin edits, okay, but I think they are a good ship as well. I'm here, my faves. Okay, Phil. Okay. Is my microphone? Yeah. Okay, guys, everyone's been liking my little microphone, so that's good. Okay, guys, chapter 9. Let me expand.
I can't believe these Hobbit noises.
I love the Hobbit Village.
Kind of looks like Florida.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like that one really nice neighborhood that my friend used to live in Florida.
There's no way.
Why? Florida.
Hobbit Village music. It's giving Neverland, kind of like the pixie tree or whatever. Put a song called "Are You Bored Yet" by Wallows. I'm not allowed to play music, you guys. I'm not allowed. I don't want to get like a copyright strike or something because you can't put copyright music. That's why I'm playing Hobbit Village, you guys. Get it together. Okay, I want to get back to this. Okay, chapter 9. I've got to make a quick stop for my bag. Then we can head over to the studio, Felix stated, matter-of-factly. What's going on with you?
I'm just reading.
We're talking about Stray Kids ships.
No. No, she said Wallace.
Not Wallace, Phil. Wallace.
Phil.
Okay, guys, pay attention. I've got to make a quick stop for my bag. Then we can head over to the studio, Felix stated matter-of-factly. Issa just nodded and walked along with him. She hadn't realized he lived so close to work. That meant his studio space was right here somewhere as well. It had only been 2 days, but she felt like she had known him for years. The comfort she felt around him was at once confusing and wonderful. She heard Amy's plea echoing in her head. Let it happen. She wasn't sure she had any choice in the matter. Felix grabbed his bag and they walked toward the studio, just a couple of buildings down. He pushed through the heavy doors and whooped at his friends, who were stretching and warming up. Both men looked up and waved, then immediately began to tease him for bringing a girl to practice. Minho grinned that sideways smirk that smears across his face when he knows he was right about something. He softened it to a smile and called, "Hey, Izzy." "Hey, Min," she smiled back. Then she caught a good look at the other dancer who was now jogging toward them. She was slightly awestruck at just how good-looking he was. She wondered absently what the hell was in the water that created so many handsome men in Korea. Felix... I didn't say that. I'm reading what was on here. Felix caught her slightly gaping reaction and pressed his lips together in a tight line. Sighing, he introduced her. "This is Hyunjin. He's one of our team." Okay. Hyunjin smiled brightly and bowed to her, taking her by surprise, since it wasn't something she'd seen any of the others do. "Hi, Hyun. I'm sorry. Say your name again for me?" she asked, embarrassed that she was messing up something that seemed so simple. Hyunjin laughed and comforted her. "Everybody messes it up. You can call me Sam if you want." "Oh, so he's Sam." Is that his English name, you guys? I didn't know that. Okay, Hyunjin is Sam. I thought those were two different people, but now I know. "Hey, Lix, you ready?" Not him calling Felix Lix. Okay. Felix felt a little pang in his chest when he watched her smile so brightly for Hyunjin. "Here we go again," he sighed, not really realizing he had... What? She's trying to say it. Did you look him up?
No, I'm looking him up right now. How do you even spell that?
Hyun...
I'm on charliebooth.com.
Hyunjin. "Here we go again," he sighed, not really realizing he had spoken aloud until she looked up to him.
Oh, this guy's hot. Photo of him. Sexy.
He has good hair. I do like his hair.
Oh my god, his hair is fucking laid.
Okay, he sighed.
What
Look,
band
wait.
is he in?
He's in Stray Kids. He's not the main character in this. Wait, look up.
I looked up a picture of them on Charlie Booth's Instagram earlier.
No.
Some hotties
Oh,
in
that's
there.
right. He had the song with him. No, look up Felix from Stray Kids because that's who I'm talking about right now. Look up on IG so you know what he looks like now. He looks like a real life anime character. Okay.
Oh, the blondie.
Yes, he's got the long hair. They were at the Met Gala. Okay, here we go again, he sighed, not really realizing he had spoken aloud until she looked up to him. He smiled and told Hyunjin that he needed to get changed quickly and he'd be right out. He showed Issa to a seat by the mirror, then shuffled off to the dressing room to dress down. He tried to push the idea out of his head that she was going to become interested in Hyunjin, but he couldn't help feeling like a plan B all over again. Oh, he's feeling sad. He's feeling those sad feelings like in college when that girl strung him along, but she didn't do anything and just moved on to another guy. He sighed heavily and changed, then shot back out to the studio floor. He didn't feel like he needed to loosen up much since they had walked so much, but he did a few pliés to warm up his knee. The three took their places, and Minho hit play on his phone. As soon as the synthesized... I don't know what this word means. As soon as the synthesized Gayagun plucked the first notes, I guess it's a musical instrument, Felix felt his mind clear as his body began to move without his mind having to order a single muscle into action. Okay, I feel like a lot of comments have come in, so I'm going to pause there. They've only known each other 2 days. Sophie, I think it's only been 2 days. Of course it's Hyunjin. He's so pretty. He is so pretty. I took a photo with Hyunjin. Oh, I'm jealous. Oh, hi, Mackenzie. Hyunlix. Yes, I've definitely heard that ship name. I feel like Hyunlix is the most popular ship, at least that's what I think. I'm obsessed. How are you, Mackenzie? I'm so great. I'm reading Felix K-pop Wattpad fanfiction. There is no plan B. I love you. He's my bias. Okay, guys. Issa had been charmed by Hyunjin, whose name she repeated to herself so she could say it correctly. But what she was really interested in was seeing Felix dance. Oh, she's gonna go crazy when she sees him moving. She's gonna fall in love. The way he spoke about it with such passion had made her very curious about what it would look like. As soon as the song began, she saw his face change, becoming focused and serious. She recognized the tune as a song by BTS that Amy had played for her. Amy had loved it and played it on repeat for days. What song is it? They're not even saying the song. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Issa's eyes were fixed on Felix as his body moved and bowed with the music, transforming him into something so different than she had seen at work or even in the bar when they had danced together. He had called himself clumsy at work, but he was the exact opposite. He moved as though he had no concerns, no fear, and most importantly, no pain. He watched his form in the mirror intently, tracking his own movements to be sure he was performing them correctly. She couldn't tear her eyes away from him, and because she was watching so closely, she saw it when his knee didn't cooperate and he tripped. "Fuck!" he screamed, more angry than hurt. Minho stopped and spun toward him with his face full of concern. He had startled Issa, but Felix was too wrapped up in his own frustration to notice. "Are you all right?" Minho and Hyunjin asked in unison. Felix nodded and sat down on the floor, massaging the sides of his knee. "How long did you work last night?" Minho asked with a disapproving scowl. "Hours. I worked on the damn combination until 1 a.m. this morning. Why can't I get this?" His passion and frustration were evident both in his voice and his body. "Because you're trying to force your body to do something it's not ready to do, and because you're tired," Minho scolded him. "Why won't you let me alter the step? It would be so easy to change for each of us, then no one would have any idea what's happening," Minho offered. He had dealt with his own injury just last year, and though it wasn't as severe as Felix's, he knew how frustrating the limitations could be, and he knew exactly why Felix wouldn't allow him to change the dance. Okay, why? I don't know. Felix pushed his hands into his hair and huffed. "I would know." Minho and Hyunjin exchanged a look of understanding. Then Hyunjin suggested, "Let's go through it slow, step by step, and see if we can figure out how to make it work. I don't want to see you re-injure it and lose all the work you've done." Felix nodded and accepted the offer when Hyunjin reached out to help him rise. The three men stopped through the combination with Felix studying the angle of Minho's foot and leg. Minho paused a moment so that Felix could mimic his movement. After half an hour of repeating the steps leading up to the combination, he saw the slight wince as Felix twisted his leg and made an executive decision. "We're changing this. I'm not going to be responsible for you tearing your knee up again. Jisung will beat me bloody if I let you hurt yourself. Just a simple change. I'm not asking you anymore. I'm telling you," he finished. Felix scowled and dragged his hair back out of his eyes, which were fiery with determination. He knew Minho was right. He'd been working on this for weeks. He couldn't make his leg move that way. It was a slightly unnatural movement anyway, but it infuriated him that he couldn't perform it. Okay, pause. This chapter's almost over. Okay, pause. What's going on? Let's see. Happy birthday. Thank you. I like the color of your hair. Thank you, Alexis. Carrie Ann went from my couch to your couch in the span of 10 minutes, Phil said. Mackenzie loves the story. You know, I do like the story. I'm just waiting for it to get, like, spicy, you know? Is it just me? Only Stay Stray Kid says, "Is it just me or it's getting hot?" Oh,
I'm sweating.
Felix was injured from dancing too. That's so sad. Yeah, it is sad. Helmi says, hey. Say hi, my Pookie boo-boo bears, and I'll sub. Maggie, you already told me earlier to say something to sub, and you already said you subbed. Are you lying to me? Are you just making me say stuff, even though you already subbed? Don't lie to me. It's my birthday today. Can you say happy birthday? Happy birthday, Amna. Mackenzie says, you're so beautiful. I want to be just like you. Wow, Mackenzie, thank you so much. I gotta say, I'm really getting into the story. Sophie, I totally agree. I'm very invested, and it's like written, it's written pretty well, I will say. It's a lot better than the Jungkook one, and the way that one was written was bad. But this one it's very engaging. Okay. I need a break, he grumbled and walked toward the side, finding his water bottle and Issa. He hated the pitiful look on her face as she watched him move toward her. Sorry, this has been a disappointment, I'm sure, he grumped. She slipped down onto the floor with him and shook her head. Her eyes had a different sparkle to them that forced him to calm down. She took his hand and silently leaned back against the mirror with him. Together, they watched Minho and Hyunjin figure out how to alter the step to protect their friend and their sanity. After a few minutes, Minho performed the new, simpler step and then spun on his toes to face Felix with jazz hands flailing at his sides. Not the jazz hands. Never do that again, please, Felix laughed. He felt calmer just having sat beside her for a little while. It had only been 2 days. Nobody got in that fast. Yes, okay. Whoever said it's only been 2 days, ? Yes. It had only been 2 days. Nobody got in that fast. What was she doing to him? He didn't even want to argue about the step anymore. He got to his feet, helping Issa up as well. He gave her a half-hearted smile and stepped back out with his team. Minho taught him the modified step, and to her delight, there was no wince across his eyes and no stumble because his knee had given out. He practiced it a few more times and then nodded at Minho. Minho started the song over and they went all the way through the dance. Minho had cut the practice short, pulling his dance team leader card and ordering Felix to go home and ice his knee. Felix reluctantly agreed and walked back over to Issa. Ready to go? He asked. She nodded and stood, weaving her fingers through his... Okay, they're holding hands again. He walked her back down the few blocks to the office and made sure she was safely in her car before he headed back home. Not headed back home. I thought he was going to ask her to come over. Ugh. Guys, when does it get, steamy? His heart was hammering in his chest, and he knew it wasn't the dance practice that had caused it. Issa started up the car and pulled out of the parking lot, catching his shape as he walked back toward his apartment. It pained her to see that he was limping slightly, but she knew it would be better since he wouldn't be pushing to do something that hurt him. She realized she had watched him walk for nearly... Oh, I thought she was going to say 2 hours. She realized she had watched him walk for nearly 2 blocks before finally pulling away. She caught sight of her relaxed smile in the rear-view mirror. The smile surprised her, and she knew who was to blame. Okay, 2 chapters left. That was the end of chapter 9. Okay, what's going on, y'all? Love your hair. Thank you, Hia. Felix, cooking like a chef. I'm a 5-star Michelin, and his cooking is raw eggs. My hairs are like yours, blue. You have blue hair as well? Light ombre. Okay, cool. I have normal blackish brown hair. Mackenzie says, Polder. What's going on, Mackenzie? Polder. Sophie says, not gonna lie, she could have offered a ride. Ooh, true. Anyone could have, he should have offered her a ride, or she could have offered. I already don't remember who has the car. Whatever. Thank you, Amna. Okay, chapter 10. Chapter 10. Your ship name sucks. Amy frowned as she flopped on the couch in Issa's office. My what? Issa asked, laughing at the pouting adult on her sofa. Your ship name, where you mix your names together to make one name. I can't make it work. Felisa, Isix, Felix, Fizzy, they all just suck. They do suck. I'm gonna just call you Thing 1 and 2. She huffed and crossed her arms, genuinely disappointed in her lack of creativity. Issa blinked at her, unable to process the jumbles of letters that Amy was trying to say. We can't have a ship name. We aren't shipped, she exclaimed. That's not what I heard, Amy shrugged. Jisung told me Minho was going on and on about how lovey-dovey you guys were at their dance practice. Issa blushed to a deep scarlet, then suddenly squeaked, covered her face, and slid out of her chair. She knew she resembled a tomato and really didn't want him to see it. Amy gawked at the empty chair for a second before turning around to find Felix standing at the door. He had heard the squeak and seen it all happen. Is that a foot sticking out from under her desk? He laughed. Amy nodded, giggled, and skipped back to her own office. Felix closed the door and tiptoed over to the desk, knowing she was fully aware he was there. Go away, she commanded in a tone that was far less than professional. She knew he was still there, but now she couldn't see his feet. She twisted under her desk, just as he popped his head into the cramped space beside her. Oh, they're getting close. Hitting the top of his head on the desk as he did so. Oh no, she laughed, rubbing the top of his head as if it would magically fix the pain. I can hear the concern, he mumbled as he fought her off. Smiling brightly, he greeted her under the desk. Good morning, beautiful. Oh. He giggled as he watched her face light up and go back to a soft pink. He slid out from under the desk, moving slowly to avoid thumping his head a second time. He reached for her hand and helped her out of her hiding spot. She glanced to his knee and back up to his eyes and asked protectively, How is your knee this morning? Felix smiled and assured her it was fine. I followed orders, I put my foot up and iced my knee and everything. He feebly fought back as she ruffled his hair in approval. Not the hair ruffle. Like he's a dog. His ruff. His face brightened as he informed her, I'm taking you to lunch today. She nodded in understanding that this wasn't really a request, but a fact. Yes, sir, she responded in a slightly sarcastic but playful tone. The shock of fire that flashed across his eyes made her gasp. His smile turned to a slightly worrisome smirk. She felt his fingers lace into hers and squeeze them. Then he headed to his own office to work. When lunchtime finally rolled around, Amy walked in to see Issa staring blankly at her desk, completely zoned out. Hello? Amy chided. Issa blinked herself back to the moment and grinned. Do you want to grab some lunch? Amy asked, purse already in hand. Issa's smile brightened as she refused her best friend's offer for the first time ever. Felix is taking me to lunch, Issa told her with a nervous grin. Amy screeched in excitement, did a horrific pirouette in the doorframe, and bumped into Felix as she left the office. Isn't that my line? He asked playfully. Amy rolled her eyes and pushed him into My light died. Amy rolled her eyes and pushed him into Issa's office before leaving for lunch. He met her eyes and saw the nervous energy there. He liked it. Felix rested his left hand on the bag hanging from his shoulder and grinned. You ready? He asked. She nodded. Let's go, he beamed, took her hand and dragged her outside. They walked down a few blocks to a cute little hole-in-the-wall type place that served Mexican food. This is a make-it-or-break-it thing, he insisted, adopting a serious tone. Do you like churros? She laughed and assured him that yes, she does like churros and pretty much anything else this place would serve up. He smiled brightly and nodded. They ordered and he again took her hand, leading her to a nearby park. He pulled a smallish blanket from the bag and spread it out on the grass near a swing set. Okay, are they going to have a picnic? I think so. They spent the entire time laughing and learning more about each other. It had been only 3 days, and she was terrified. Was it possible to fall for someone that quickly? She felt her mouth go dry and took a soft, slow breath to try to calm her racing heartbeat. Felix tilted his head, eyebrows furrowed, and asked softly, Are you okay? You just went pale. When she peered up at him, their eyes met, and again she saw a flash of fire behind his eyes. She bit her lip to stop the gasp and giggled as his pupils widened. He gently laid his fingers along her jaw as he brushed his thumb over her glistening lip. Oh, finally! He wondered what it tasted like, and before he even gave it a second thought, he slipped his hand to the back of her neck and pulled her forward, pressing his lips to hers. Guys, finally, the kiss was gentle and warm and filled him with an excitement he thought he had forgotten. He pulled back slightly, his forehead resting on hers. Oh, forehead resting on hers. I don't know. The kiss was gentle and warm and filled him with an excitement he thought he had forgotten. Oh, I already said that. He pulled back slightly, his forehead resting on hers. He looked to her eyes as their faces hovered so close. He could feel the heat from her cheeks. Without warning, she placed her hands to the side of his face and closed the gap again. Their second kiss, I'm acting. Their second, the fans want to see me act. They don't want me to just read.
It's true.
Their second kiss was hungrier, more demanding. It was as though it was always supposed to happen.
Your light died.
I know, I'm going to charge it. And they had finally gotten around to it, breaking their contact and gasping for air. She met his eyes again and knew that it was totally possible to fall in love in only 3 days. Okay, guys, it's getting good. That was the end of chapter 10. We have one. Oh, I'm going to charge my light. Let me get the charger. We have one chapter left.
Oh my god.
Now it's getting good. Now it's getting good, you guys. Oh, I'm coming back. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. Where's the charger? Is this the charger? I'm in my dark room. Yes, this is the charger. Roses are red, violets are blue. How blessed I am to have an amazing person like you. Thank you, Mackenzie. I can't believe you're reading my comments. Why can't you believe that? He is injured and making him walk is just going to ruin that bad knee. Guys, did I read this already? No. I'd quit if she was my boss.
What?
Someone said I'd quit if that girl was my boss. Okay, I'm going to charge the light.
The girl in the live stream?
No. The main girl in the fanfic is his boss.
Oh, I watch fanfic and I just think men.
No, I'm not reading a BL fanfic. I should read a BL fanfic next time, though. Calkin says, what did I just join? I don't know when you joined, but Felix always hits his head on the table. It takes me 1 week to know someone and Felix be like, I love you. Okay. Who the fuck doesn't like churros? Get ready, you guys. Get ready for this answer. I do not like churros. I'm a picky eater. You guys know that. I don't like churros. I don't like fried dessert. I love cinnamon sugar, like a cinnamon sugar pretzel, but a churro, I can't handle it. Okay, XOXO's back. Hello. You have a nice reading voice. Thank you, Alex. Help! Oh my god. Help, help, help. Oh my god, everyone's like, help. I guess you guys were saying that when they kissed. Oh, I saw this cutie on a live. I called him pretty and he said, thank you. Currently screaming. Okay, Sydney. You go, girl. You're more brave than me. Turns on AC. The hotness is unspeakable. Help. That's true. I fall in love with every celebrity I see. They kissed, you guys. They kissed. Can you believe? I'm going to go to sleep. It's 2:29. I'm tired. I love you. Good night, guys. One more chapter left. I'm here to let everyone know I went to high school with a girl who's family friends with his family. Wow. No, guys, I don't like churros. I don't. Maggie, you already told me to say hi, my Pookie Boo Boo Bears. I said it already, so you better have subscribed. S family, hello. I love your hoodie. It's so cute. Thank you. Happy birthday, Ashley. Happy birthday. Okay, guys. Now it's finally good. I know when I read the fanfic, probably tomorrow night, it's gonna be good. I just know it. Hi, I'm Lena. Well, hello, I am Paulina. Paulina, so your name is half of my name. They kissed this chapter and will be married by chapter 15. Okay, chapter 11, last chapter of the night. I know some of you guys are sad about that, but it's getting good. Felix was the first to speak, staring into her eyes. With their specks of brown, surrounded by the intense forest green. Imagine if he said muddy green again. Surrounded by the intense muddy green. We should head back, he whispered hotly, unable to hide the arousal in his voice. Okay. As they pulled back, she allowed her eyes to slip down to his lips and then to his throat where she could see his pulse pounding beneath his skin. She shivered and fought off the need to attack his neck and collarbone with sucking kisses. She raised her eyes back to his, which had never moved from hers. His stare was so intense that she became a little nervous. She finally nodded in response to his suggestion. He eventually allowed his hand to glide from the back of her neck to her shoulder and down to her hand. He eventually allowed his hand to glide from the back of her neck to her shoulder and down to her hand. He stood, and as he always did, reached down to help her to her feet. As they parted ways at the office, he squeezed her hand one last time before he disappeared through the stairwell door. Issa watched him glide across the floor, then turned to her office door and squeaked in surprise to see Amy standing right in front of her. Jaw dropped in fascination. Amy gripped Issa's hand and heaved her into the office, kicking the door shut on the way in. The girls dropped on the couch in the office, and Amy took up the mandatory pose, pillow in her lap, one foot pulled up under her opposite leg. I thought it was just going to be lunch, Amy exclaimed. Issa blushed hotly and shushed her. It was just lunch, except she felt the heat creep over her cheeks and slip down her neck as she whispered. He kissed me. Issa looked up to her best friend, praying for approval rather than criticism for moving so quickly. Amy tilted her head and considered her friend's smiling eyes and flushed cheeks. A kiss? Did that? She asked, surprised as she recalled the way Felix had looked at Issa as well. Issa nodded, holding up 2 fingers to indicate they had kissed twice. You are so fucked, Amy announced, obviously amused and happy for her. Okay, what's going on? I feel like a lot of comments came in. Can we get a jewelry tour? Okay, real quick. I have 5 piercings on this side. I have 4 on this side, 3 lobe, 1 in the middle, 3 lobe, 2 up here. I got these 2 up here because back in the Miley Cyrus bangers era, she had 2 piercings here and I was like, wow, that's so cool. I want that. I think it was her that had it. So I got this and I regretted it because it was so painful to get it, and then it took 2 or 3 months to heal and I was just in pain for 2 months. And then what else? Rings. These are all from Etsy. I only pretty much wear silver. I don't like gold. Wait. These are from Etsy. These are all from Etsy. Here's a little strawberry. I think that's an evil eye. And then butterfly. And then this might mess up the microphone. I'm sorry, but this is my middle name necklace. And then this random lock necklace. Don't remember where that's from. Probably was $2. Hia says, are you going to be live tomorrow? Good question, Hia. Yes, I'm going to be live twice tomorrow. I think around 1 p.m. PST. I'll schedule it. So if you're subscribed, you can see in the subscriptions tab what time I actually am planning to go live. But probably 1 p.m. PST tomorrow. Get ready with me to go to the mall because I have to get my friend a birthday gift. And then we're actually going to go to the mall. So you guys can help me pick out a birthday gift. That'll be fun. Okay, Phil, let me know if you're coming to the mall with me tomorrow. S-Fam says, I'm back. Okay. Good night, Pookie Wookies. I hope you have amazing dreams. Be good, silly willies. Okay. Which one is your favorite earring? My favorite one? Ow. Ow. I think it's the cherry. The dangling cherry. It's like a little sparkly. I think that one's my favorite. I hope chapter 19 Felix would say I have a menu, then he should say why me and you? Oh, that's good. You kind of look like Joey King. Yes, I know that. People have told me that. Where did you get your hoodie? This is from PacSun. This is a set. So matching pants. I got this at PacSun like 3 years ago, maybe. It is very comfortable. Can I be pinned? I'm trying to get to 50 subs so I can go live. You got it. There you go. Good luck. Okay. Okay. Issa dropped back into the couch and sighed. That's what I'm afraid of. In a voice so low that Amy couldn't quite understand. Amy, he's incredible. I know it was bad. When we danced at the bar yesterday and after watching him dance, I was a mess. Today he was just so, I don't know, familiar to me. It's like I've known him forever. He gets to me in a way that nobody ever has, she gushed, but it's so damn fast. It's not like me. I plan everything. I am also a planner, side note. I'm a very organized planner. So, side note. I wouldn't even agree to go on a date until I'd known Jackass for a month. Oh, I wonder who Jackass is. In 3 days, we've been on 2 dates. I am in so much trouble, she sighed. Amy just smiled and pulled her into a tight hug. I've got to get some stuff done. I'm courting a new client, Amy offered, hoping to bring Issa out of the fearful place her mind had gone at even the idea of the jackass she was with before. Issa nodded and agreed that she, too, had things to do. Amy smiled sweetly and slipped out the door, closing it so Issa wouldn't see which direction she walked. She made a beeline for the stairwell, intending to go talk to Felix, but settled for texting Jisung when she got into the quiet hallway. Okay, pause. I just realized I forgot to finish jewelry tour because I couldn't see it. Here's this like Tiffany bracelet with the heart. I got this for $60 on Etsy, even though it costs a lot more than that. And then these, I just got these bracelets. Oh no, this one's already turning a different color. Oh no, this one's gonna have to go in the trash can soon, but I got these 2 at Urban Outfitters. But before that, I had like the same 2 bracelets for like years because I can't find bracelets that I like that are ones that I want to like leave on the whole time. And I saw these at Urban and I like these, but they're a little painful to sleep in. That's why I need like real silver so it doesn't turn. Oh. Okay. Okay, this is what I don't understand. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. She made a beeline for the stairwell, intending to go talk to Felix, but settled for texting Jisung when she got into the quiet hallway. Okay, so wait. Okay, Amy is texting Jisung. Okay, got it. Amy says, I need to know everything you know about Felix. Jisung says, hi to you too, bitch. Oh, okay, what you want to know? Amy, can I trust him with her? I'll kill him, then fire him. I swear to God, if he hurts her. Jisung, what do you mean? What happened? Amy, she's falling hard and fast. I want her to be happy, but I'm worried. Jisung, whoa, for real? Amy, yeah. Jisung, he's a good guy, Amy. He's been hurt and treated like shit so many times. He'd never hurt her on purpose. Amy, I hope you're right. I'm too pretty for prison. Jisung laid his phone back on the desk and sneaked a peek over at Felix, working fixedly on something. He hated to interrupt when Felix was really focused, so he decided to leave it until after work. He sent a quick text, knowing Felix wouldn't look at it while he's so laser-sighted in on his work, asking if they can grab a coffee after work and talk about something. He then shot Min a quick message that he was going to meet Felix for coffee and be home a little late. Minho lazily swiped across his phone and glanced at the message, wondering why Sung didn't just tell him when he's 5 feet away. He shrugged it off and flashed a smile to Jisung, who was looking at him for a response. He started to catch on that Felix wasn't in on the plan yet. Are you matchmaking? Minho typed quickly. Are you matchmaking? Jisung read it and shook his head. He responded that he's just concerned Lix is going to get hurt and wants to talk to him. Min nodded in understanding and gestured, okay, then went back to his work. Almost done, you guys. Finally looking up from his project, Felix noticed the flashing light on his phone and swiped over to check his messages. He spun around to Jisung and asked, hey, you good? Jisung rolled his eyes at the correction and smiled. Yeah, I just need to talk a little, you know? He shrugged, feeling a little bad about misleading his friend into being concerned about him. Jisung is positive that expressing his concern for Felix would result in a shrug and being laughed off if he couldn't get Felix away from everyone else. Alone, Felix wouldn't hide anything from him. After work, Felix swung into Issa's office to say, see you later. He had dance practice, and she had something going with Amy, so they had planned to go out the next day after work. He strolled over to the coffee shop next door where Jisung was already at a table, scrolling through Instagram. Hey, Sung, he called in his usual deep timbre. He ordered a juice drink, then slid into the chair across from his friend. What's up? You look anxious, he asked. The two chatted for a while until Jisung apologized for making it seem like something was wrong with him, but then relented that something kind of was. He was worried about his friend getting too attached. I've known Issa for a long time, and I haven't seen her actually stick with a guy for more than a couple weeks. She just goes cold and pulls away since... He trailed off. Since what? Felix asked softly. Jisung sighed and partly told the story that wasn't his to tell. Ooh, let's pause there. There's like 4 paragraphs left. Let's see. OMG, no, girl, this better not be the cringy ones. It's not as cringy as I thought it was gonna be. Do you guys agree with that? I feel like it hasn't been that cringy. Do they never take a rest from dance practice? No wonder his knee is messed up. What's on the menu? Felix asked. It's me and you. Oh, I need to use that. I need to use that line. Nah, it is not happening. Okay, guys, finishing, and then ending the live, unfortunately. But I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Probably gonna live stream 3 times tomorrow. Get ready with me, shopping at the mall, and we have to finish the fanfic tomorrow night. Or part 2. Jisung sighed and partly told the story that wasn't his to tell. She was dating a guy, I don't know, for like 4 years, or I don't know, 4 years ago. We had just started college. She was head over heels, seriously, and he dragged her through so much shit. He was just smug and arrogant and did his best to remind her how good she had it every day. Ooh. All while making sure she knew he could do better. Honestly, I think he was abusive, but she'd never admit that to me because I'd go to prison. It was bad, man, he finished. Felix felt a surge of anger that anyone would treat her poorly. He wants to fight. He nodded and asked, she seems to really be interested. I mean, is that normal too? Jisung grinned and answered, she's not just interested, Lix. She's falling. Hard. Felix's jaw dropped, and he immediately squirreled up his face. Still don't know what squirreled up means. He squirreled up his face in disbelief, raising his hands in front of him and finally stuttering, What? No! Jisung laughed at his response and shook his head. Felix's phone vibrated and he glanced down. Jisung already knew it was Hyunjin. You've got to get going, but man, just be careful. She's great, but she's scared. Be careful, okay? He advised. And that is it for part 1 of Impact Lee Felix fanfiction. What did you guys think? What did you guys think of part 1? Like I said, it was still like setting up everything. I liked it. Honestly, it was engaging. I know it's gonna get better. Let's put it that way. I know it's gonna get more fun. Let me make sure I have the link saved for this. Impact Lee Felix fanfiction. Yes, okay, I have the link saved, so we will be reading this tomorrow, 1,000,000%. Chapter 12, let me write that down. What is it? Chapter 12. Chapter 12. Start at chapter 12. Okay, guys, I'm fried. I'm tired. I need to take a shower to wake myself up a bit. Actually, I'm not really tired. I woke up late today because I didn't sleep well. So I slept till 12:30. I was down bad. I'll probably be up again all night. Maybe I'll watch Ponyo tonight. We'll see how I'm feeling after my shower. I need to reset my body temperature and wash my face. Okay, guys. Let's see. It really isn't as cringy as it could be, Sophie says. Yeah, she's totally right. I'm back. I was trying to sleep with my... Oh, no. Oh, no, Mackenzie. Blaming it on me. I didn't want to say goodbye. She's my new dog. Oh, no. No, please do not blame that on yourself. Okay, Hia says the fanfic is very eventful. I agree, but I think it's going to get even more eventful. I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow and the next day. Is this going to work? I'm plugging this in. Okay, I think my phone's charging. Okay. No wonder people love Felix. He's Australian. Part 1 progresses really quick. They also use a lot of descriptive words at once. Okay. Oh, are you going to leave? Mackenzie, yes, I'm done with the live stream. I don't have anything else to talk about. Because I need to save chapters like 12 through whatever for part 2 tomorrow. And then probably the next day I'll finish it. If I don't have if my friend's not doing anything for her birthday on Thursday, then I should be able to finish the fanfic on Thursday. Any last comments, questions, concerns before I end the live? But please look forward to multiple live streams tomorrow. Please come with me to shop at the mall tomorrow in the live stream, because if I don't have my friend come with me, I need someone to talk to and help me choose a birthday gift. So please join that live tomorrow. Please join Get Ready With Me, and you guys can't miss out on Impact Part 2 Felix fanfiction. Okay, bye, Hia. Okay, one final question. I don't know if this is the best place to ask, but I'm going to ask this a few times over the next few streams. So, I don't know. Okay, I wanted to see if some of you seem like more newer watchers, like you kind of just joined for the Felix fanfiction, which thank you for that. But, so if you hear me repeat this question, just know I'm going to ask it a few times. Would you guys be interested in me setting up the YouTube channel memberships? And if so, what would you want to see in the channel memberships? Because I think it's different tiers. So I'm not too familiar with the memberships, but I think, like, if you remember, you can get like custom like Paulina stickers or something like that. That can be one of the options, or custom like Paulina emojis I think you can use. And I think you can also, like, an option is sending you guys or giving you access to like upcoming videos that I haven't posted yet. I think that's something you can do with memberships. Like I said, I haven't really looked into it too much, so I'm just kind of getting a feeler. If you guys would possibly be interested in me setting up the channel memberships, and if so, what you'd want to see. If you come up with the response later and you don't want to respond now, that's totally fine. You can just comment on any video and be like, hey, I was in the live stream, and I would, I think setting up the channel membership I'm interested in, like, here's what I would want to see in the channel membership. So, just gonna end with that. That's it. Okay, I'm freezing. The AC is blasting on me. I need to make sure. Is this dead? My microphone? I don't know. Let me see. Okay, I think the microphone is still on. Anyway, Thank you for joining Felix Fanfiction Part 1. I had a lot more fun than I thought I was going to have. This is very fun to read the K-pop idol fanfictions. So, look forward to Get Ready With Me tomorrow. And then shopping at the mall. I really want the chocolate strawberry fountain that they have at the mall. I hope the guy is there at the corner of the street selling them because they are so good. It's like out of a sink. You know, they cut up the strawberries in a cup, but the chocolate's coming out of a sink and they like go under the sink like this. And the strawberries are covered in chocolate and it's so good. I need that to be my little treat reward tomorrow. Yeah. Can I ask you something? Sure. Make it quick, otherwise I might accidentally end the live stream. Oh, can I ask you something too? Sure. When are you going to do a Get Ready With Me? Mackenzie, I'm glad you asked. I'm doing one tomorrow. 1 p.m., probably like 1 p.m. PST. I'm going to schedule it on YouTube tonight. So you guys, once I'm taking a shower and I get off the live, I'll schedule it so you'll see Get Ready With Me tomorrow for sure. You guys can help me pick an outfit for the mall because I want to look cute, but it's also like kind of hot over there. It's an indoor and outdoor mall, so I probably want to wear like a tank top. Yeah, I think it's usually hot in that mall. Can I ask you something too? Can you please comment on one of my shorts of Stray Kids? Comment on one of my videos. Be like, hey, I'm the person who asked if you can comment on my short, so I can pull up your account and then I will comment on your short. You always look cute. Thank you. Helmy, I'm about to end the live. You came at the wrong time, but I appreciate you for hopping on. Okay. Okay, guys. My hands are freezing because I'm under the AC. This was a good 202-minute live stream. Good night to everyone, and good morning if you are waking up, or good afternoon if you are waking up at 12 p.m. like I usually do. So, I think that's it. Okay, y'all. See you tomorrow. Get ready with me, and then shop at the mall, and then fanfiction part 2. Bye!